Yeah. One time for the city. Yeah. Same old as before. The smoke got blowing.
Yo, what is going on, New York Knicks Nation? It's your boy CK2K rocking the ones and twos on yet another play-by-play here on KnicksFanTV, brought to you by DraftKings. Sorry, my brain's shutting off, but not in time for the Knicks because I need to be ready for this one today. The first game of a back-to-back against a Boston Celtics team that a lot of people thought were going to struggle this season, but that has not been the case. Right now, they're sitting at 11-9, handling business in a very wide-open East Coast. So tonight, the Knicks need to take it serious, or we could end up dropping this one against a Boston Celtics team that still loves to play against the New York Knicks. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the mods and members holding it down. Yeah, man, we gonna have fun today. We gonna have fun today. Regardless of how much we hate this team, it's always gonna be fun to see our Knicks beat them, hopefully for the second time this season. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to let me get to my members real quick. Shout out to Russell Whiskey, Thomas Donnery holding it down. Zach from NY to LA. Let's go Knicks indeed. Where we at? Eddie Suarez. You. What up? Chef Curtis West in the building. What up, man? Who am I missing? NYC B-Ball 8. Hope you're good. Shout out to Russell Whiskey once again. Genergy, we back indeed. GOT, Marcus Miller. What's good, everybody? Shout out to everybody in between as well. Wisdom, as always. Omar, J. Rose, Fisher, George, La Fong. I see you. Ties in the building. Immaculate. Immaculate Addicts in the building. Love the name. Jermaine Oyster was good. Shout out to all the regulars. Shout out to everybody for being back. Here we are, man. Game one of a back-to-back as we jump right back into Knicks action tomorrow. But first things first, let's take on a Boston Celtics team. Like I mentioned, man, doing a lot better than a lot of people would have predicted. Not only just with the Jason Tatum injury, but they lost key guys in Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, Drew Holiday. So it's a completely different looking team, but they're getting the job done just enough. And the Knicks now looking to continue their hot streak. Knicks have been winning as of late, but this one is in Boston, and Knicks trying to right their road streak, their road record,
Villanova,
if you will.
Miles Deuce McBride.
We're getting the starting fives right now. This is the starting fives. This isn't on the starting fives. There's nothing wrong with that.
Josh Hart.
We got our typical five out there for the night. Mitchell Robinson still healthy, but we have Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride. I'm doing off the dome. Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges as our starting five. I ain't gonna lie. I'm interested. I'm intrigued about this matchup, because look, the Boston Celtics have been overachieving as of late. So hopefully not too much here today. Shout out to you, Fisher Hunter. I see you. Ty's becoming a franchise member, returning franchise member. Appreciate you. Welcome. Had to re-up YouTube. Hold me. Don't let it do that to you, Ties. Shout out to TwitchFanTV. Got to pull you guys up as well. I don't see TwitchFanTV loading up for me. I'm going to refresh and try again. I had you guys prepared, but I don't see anything. Give me 1 second. We're going to re-up. There it is. There we go. See if anybody showed up in TwitchFanTV. Shout out to Leon on Twitch. Yo. Oh, my gosh. 1 second. We're going to re-up. There it is. I thought my microphone was messing, but it's my speakers. I have new speakers. Shout out to Cyber Monday. I got new speakers on the way. My speakers have been booty butt. Shout out to B Mills Magic over there. Frank White over there rocking on Twitch Fan TV. We appreciate you guys over there. Let me pull out the chat so I can see you guys throughout the stream as well. If you guys didn't know by now, if you do not see a play-by-play here, I'm also going to be live on my channel. So there's always going to be a play-by-play brought to you by your boy CK2K. And today we're going to be live on KnicksFanTV, holding it down. Also, make sure you stick around for post-game after the show. Curtis, what up? If the Knicks dominate the board, wait. There's the first part. CK, get this party started. Amen. Knicks need to dominate the boards. I agree. I like their if the Knicks dominate the boards, I like their chances. Got it. It was a two-parter. I was a little confused there, Zach. I'm like, what do you mean? What are we going for here? I agree. Frank, I need you to change your name on YouTube because the CFA 2618 it throws me off. But I remember your logo. I know that's you, Frank. I need the name changed, brother. So we over here today, yes sir, Randy Johnson. We're on KnicksFanTV. The KnicksFanTV record looking pretty good. If you guys tune in on my streams, we keep track of the records on both channels. And the KnicksFanTV record right now pretty good. I think we're 5-2 over here. As on my channel, we're above 500, but a little bit more fight going on over there. So let's see if that maintains today. All right. I hate Jaylen Brown and the whole Celtics team. Amen. Is it supposed to be glitching like this? Or do I need to refresh? Everything else on my computer is moving smooth, but Peacock was moving a little glitchy. Freaked me out. Oh, yep. It was just that commercial. Okay. I'm like, what's going on? Is Derek White playing? I think so. Let's double check. I'm pretty sure he is active today. I will get that information for you here shortly. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't have him on my injury report, but it tends to refresh when the game starts. So I don't have a concrete answer unless someone in the chat can respond for him. Let him know. See, I tried. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it is a little. They do make it a little complicated. You got to go in settings and preferences and all that. Yeah, YouTube does make it a little complicated to change your app, especially for those that don't make content on YouTube. It's hard to find. Handle the biz, yes sir. I love the superstition, CK. Yes sir. I was wondering if that commercial was supposed to be there. Yeah, it freaked me out. Because it's a Prime commercial, and it was, like, super glitchy, so I was having some problems. Anyways, the game is about to get started as we are, again, I'm going to say it at the top of the broadcast. Yes, I am aware that I am slightly delayed. It is always how these things go. I apologize, and I understand to start off, all right? It's how it goes. I'm always about 30 seconds delayed, so forgive me for that. But here we go. First shot, no good. For those who are asking about Derek White, I don't see him playing right now. Bridges finding McBride. Got all these graphics going on here for Peacock. 3-ball for Towns. That's no good. No, Derek White's right there. Yep, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Walsh, and I don't know how to say his name. Quita? But I like it, man. NBC. I said Peacock because it is on Peacock. But NBC doing their damn thing. They're not doing too much. They are getting futuristic with the broadcast, but it's not too overwhelming. Look, they got like the 2K stats. Look, they got Jalen Brunson, a 4.5-star 3-point shooter. I like it. Speaking of shooting, a 3-star shooter, and Josh Hart continues to shoot the ball at a high clip. Josh Hart has had a nice stretch of shooting in the last few games, and that continues here today. Derek White letting it fly. Yeah, I feel like I'm watching the 2K. You know what? I am watching the fancy vision version. What's it called? The performance view as Brunson hits a 3-ball. For those that are like, CK, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm watching the performance view here on Peacock. It looks kind of cool. I feel like I'm playing 2K. It's kind of wild. Alley-oop there to Quetta. And it goes down. 6-2 is the score. That's their first bucket of the game for the Boston Celtics. Yeah, this is actually kind of cool. Kind of cool. The black jerseys are out. Yes, sir. The MSG-inspired jerseys at that. Josh Hart on the dribble. Shooting the mid-ranger. That one goes down, and Josh Hart wasting no time. Keeping it going. 5 points for Josh Hart. 8 early going for the New York Knicks. Shout out to the real Cradiolic as the Knicks get the steal. I think that was Bridges with another steal, finding McBride for a 3. And McBride, speaking of hot shooting, Deuce McBride coming off of back-to-back 19-point games. and looking to keep that going. Ties with the $5 super said they had to wear all black because we're playing the Beignet Band. The Beijing Bandit. I'm sorry. Talking about Jaylen Brown as Karl Anthony Towns takes a spill going for the putback dunk. And I think the Knicks are going to get the ball here. Oh, I did not realize 007 was still playing the whole entire time. My fault. But yeah, Towns looked like it's going to be a foul on Jaylen Brown there. I'm not mad at it. So Towns buying the Knicks another opportunity. The crowd in Boston not a fan of it. Lob pass there to Towns. Towns backing down Wash. Towns going up with it. Draws the foul. And what a bucket by Karl Anthony Towns. Did you see the Bob Costas opening, CK? It was pretty cool. I did not. I tuned in a little late. I had a quick reset on the computer, making sure everything was good here. I missed it. I hope it was fire. Black tonight means we're all business. Yeah, we're trying to, this is a dream for Jaylen Brown. If the hairline smudges off, can't see it. But look at the Knicks go, man. Knicks on a tear right now. 14-2, 12-point lead for New York. Only 2 points to go down. Has gone to the big man, Quetta. Off of the screen is Jaylen Brown. Brown out to the big fella. Big fella does not want to shoot the three ball, but Peyton Pritchard will. Pritchard, a 5-star three-point shooter, according to Peacock. Finding Brown. Brown firing from three. That one no good. Fight and rebounded by the Knicks. McBride pushing the pace. Hart back out to Brunson. Brunson's going to fire, and it's in and out. Rebounded by the Celtics. And the Celtics going the other way. J-Ro said, CK, if we get an and one on a three-pointer, you should let the song play during the whole free throw. That'd be kind of cool. And one, speaking of which, for Derek White. Derek White trying to get the Celtics back in this one. Remember, this is the second time the Knicks are seeing the Celtics this season. The Knicks beating the Celtics in our first outing. What up, KG? I see you in there. What up, KG? Hope you're good, man. I was about to praise the defense, then Hart does that. Aggressive Towns, let's go. Yes, please stay this way. Please stay this way. White for the and one, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Knicks staying in the driver's seat thus far. 10-point lead for New York. Brunson backing down Brown from near the half-court line. Brunson to Towns. Towns going to fire the three ball. He's hit one already. That one, no good. Rebounded by Hart. Bridges going away from the contact. Goes out to McBride. And Deuce for his second three ball of the game. Starting off the same way he has in the last two games. Milwaukee, the start was this similar. And we saw it 2 nights ago with the same result. Look at Deuce McBride throwing up the Mikal Bridges celly. Let's go. Let's go, Deuce. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's up, CK? Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks indeed. I see you, Taquan. Let's go. They're showing it on MSG. Nice. Yeah, they got this cool little like NBA 2K looking style going on here on Peacock. But I feel like it's kind of lagging my gameplay. So I might go to the regular. As cool as this is, I'm going to save it for when I'm watching off of stream. So let me switch over. Catch and shoot is his game. No dribbling needed. I'm assuming you're talking about Deuce McBride. Yeah, McBride on a nice run shooting the rock as of late for sure. NBC. Where we at? Do I have to watch it on Peacock? Oh, is there just 2 different ways to watch it on Peacock? Oh, NBC don't be playing the game? Oh, oops. Well, oops. That was a mistake. My bad. Back to Peacock I go. Back on it. Here we go. Regular viewing. Still on a commercial break. I'm all right. SZM, yes, sir. What a start here for the Knicks. 17-4, man. McBride. Big three to put the Knicks up by 13. Celtics fans sick. But here's the thing, man. The challenge for the Knicks. Keep it going. Don't let up, man. Shout out to the 250 in the chat right now. We appreciate you guys, man. Don't forget to check out DraftKings. Make sure you bet $5 so you can get $300 in bonus bets instantly. All you have to do is use that promo code KFTV. Don't sleep on the deals, people. Can we have a big game tonight if he takes full advantage of his minutes? Yeah, he can have. Oh, yes. CK, we are winning with Josh Hart in the starting lineup. What should Mike Brown do when OG comes back? Great question. It's not even just the Josh Hart being the starting lineup aspect. Deuce McBride is averaging around 16 a game as a starter in 7 starts? So there's a lot of factors that we have to consider. I mean, OG's not coming off the bench. Somebody's going to have to regulate back to the bench. But most likely it might be Deuce. And you just got to hope that Deuce can keep that shooting even with being off the bench. But I can fully see Hart staying in the lineup. OG just sliding in for Deuce McBride is what I would expect. But we shall see. Jaylen Brown firing off of the elbow. That one goes down. Celtics looking for anything to happen. And that is a good way to get some offense. Maddie, what up? Let's go Knicks. Been a fan of the Knicks, since the early 90s. Love to hear that. Glad to have you here on KnicksFanTV. Towns backing down. Brown goes up for a nice hook. And this is the Towns we want to see. I feel like Towns in the last game against Toronto turned it on in the second half and stayed aggressive. So hopefully he's carrying that over carrying it over into this game. Peyton Pritchard off of the screen firing a three. That's no good. White fighting for it. That's Walsh fighting for it. Tips it out of bounds, so it's Knicks ball. Oh, no, they're calling a foul. They're saying it's a foul on Jalen Brunson. Even the Celtics were ready to go back on defense. Nobody anticipating that call, but they're going with a foul. So the Celtics get the ball. Brunson picks up his first. Knicks up by 13. Interesting call there. Salute to you as well, HP Carlos. 3-ball by Jaylen Brown. No good for Brown. Rebound by Quetta. Good tip out by Hart, but it should still be Celtics ball. Good defense from Hart, but still Celtics ball. Frank White said, the change has been made. I see you. Now I need everybody to go and figure out how to fix your ats. So I know who's who. Because some of y'all got some names. I'm like, I know that picture, but I don't know the name. Pritchard off of the screen. Pritchard another alley-oop to Quetta, and that one goes down the same way. He's been solid as a starter this year, but that is the limit of his game. Brunson goes back to Karl-Anthony Towns, who has the smaller Brown on him, looking for the back down double team on the way. Towns aired pass to Hart. Hart's able to corral it. Bridges gets it. Bridges gets to the paint. Bridges throwing it out to Hart with 3 seconds remaining. Hart's going to have to fire. Hart throws it up right at the buzzer, but the referee's not even going to count it, even though it doesn't fall. Shot clock violation. Hart, I don't think, was aware of the time left because he was just standing there when there was about 3.5 left to go. Now, Bridges, in that instance, I'm going to need him to at least go to the rim. See if you can draw a contact there, but commit to the shot. You were already there. It was too late to pass out there, resulting in a terrible possession. But that being said, elbow to the upper lip of Derek White. So he's going to get checked out by the training staff in Boston. Timeout, it was called? Okay, yeah, it's an official timeout because of the blood. So they're giving us some time. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Almost 300 in the building. I see you guys over on Twitch as well. If you're viewing on Facebook or Twitter, we appreciate you. Knicks here for another game. This one, the Boston Celtics. This is round 2. as the Knicks opened and beat Boston. No, we didn't open against Boston this year. Sorry, we did play Boston earlier on in the season, though. Now playing them the second time of the year. Mr. Clean has a bloody lip. Towns needs to keep going inside and leave the threes alone. Right. I don't know about leaving the threes alone, but I do feel like he needs to make the three a secondary option. Karl-Anthony Towns still a three-point shooter. You know, there's still going to, there's going to be mismatches where you can get the three ball. So I'm not going to say take that away, but definitely would love to see him, especially in a situation like this with the mismatch. Would love to see him take advantage of the mismatch first, 3 second. 19-8 is the score. 11-point lead for the Knicks. Jaylen Brown gets tipped or hit by his own teammate. And this is what Jordan Walsh does, man. All Jordan Walsh does is cut after a shot and hit triangle. My 2K heads know what I'm talking about. But that's all he does. He loves going for the putback dunks, and he gets one right there. 9-point lead for the Knicks. Deuce finding Bridges off the curl. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson thought about it, trying to fake out Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh very active. Brunson with the great feet work. Finding Hart for three. And Josh Hart makes them pay. That's 2 of them. No, 3 of them in this game. The 2 of them. And 2 down for Josh Hart from 3. Back to a 12-point game for the Knicks. Derek White finding the crashing Quetta, and that one goes down. Can Towns box out, though? The world may never know. Sometimes he can, other times, 6 points for Quetta as he is 3 for 3 from the field, all off of great pick-and-roll actions. Mikal Bridges picked up by Derek White, looking to post him up, looking around, trying to find an open man. Towns is a little bit tied up with his matchup. Hart now with 1 second again. Grenade in his hands, and he doesn't even blink an eye. Josh Hart shooting the rock to start off this season. We were worried about numbness in his hands and finger injuries and all this. Hart is not worried about it because the 3 ball is falling. But a great response there for the Boston Celtics as Brown quickly scores. Brunson picked up by Walsh. Ball is moving around. Hart looking to go again. Goes up for the floater. Just a little too strong. Towns going to pull down Quetta and pick up an ugly foul. Chat saying Hart is a shooter. That's what Marcus Miller's saying. Allen Houston Hart. Josh Dobbs got cooked by Brunson is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that call is because there's a lot of, it's a 50-50 play. It looked like Brown was holding on to Towns, but Towns did bring down Quetta. So it's why is one greater than the other, in my opinion there. But, it's just about what the referees see, I guess. Towns going to pick up that foul. It's his first of the game, but he will go to the bench as Mitchell Robinson checks in. Celtics also making some substitutions. Jaylen Brown trying to get cute. Mitchell Robinson there. Arid pass, turnover, and here go the Knicks going the other way. 11-point game. Bridges has a mismatch. Will he use it, though? Bridges, fadeaway jumper a little bit to the left. No good. Rebounded by Robinson and fouled instantly by Simons. Shout out to Cliff Clerval for the $5 super. Appreciate you, man. Josh Hart definitely playing to earn his stolen Skrilla back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Cliff. Absolutely. 9 fingers can't miss. Brunson off of the screen. Goes back over to Clarkson. Knicks with a lineup of Clarkson, Hart, Bridges, Brunson, and Robinson. Almost a steal there from Mikal Bridges. The Celtics, so great transition defense there from Jalen Brunson. Poked away from Hart. Lead pass to Bridges. Bridges the fast break make. And the Knicks right now are in their bag, having the Celtics confused and dazed right now. Phenomenal first quarter for the Knicks, and it doesn't seem to be a one-time thing. We saw a similar start against Toronto a few days ago, and now the Knicks running it back here in Boston. Anthony Simons trying to find himself a shot. Mitchell Robinson reaches. Simon teaches. And it's an 11-point game yet again for the Knicks. Zip, zap, zoom. What up above the rim? How the hell can you grab a man jersey and not get a foul call? Amen. Hart back over to Clarkson. Clarkson is somebody who, we talked about guys having some good games back to back, but Clarkson is a guy that we need to see step up and get himself back on track. Clarkson, to me, started off the season pretty well, shooting around 70% in the paint, but last two nights had himself some foul troubles and some shooting woes. Brunson's caught up. Brunson trying to get it out to Hart. Hart has nowhere to run as Jaylen Brown trucks him in a foolish play, picking up the foul. Hart looking up at the other clock, and Brown, no awareness there of the situation, and picks up a foolish foul, which is going to give the Knicks a fresh 14, unless that sends us to the free throw line. I don't think we're in the bonus yet, so that should give us a fresh 14 to start it over. Here go the Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. What's good, family? What up, Kevin Robinson? Hope you're good, man. That Simon's cross on Mitch was deadly. It didn't help that Mitch went for the steal either. Mitch got to keep his hands to himself. Just keep your arms out, man. That's we know you're a good defender, but in some instances you don't have to go for the steal, bro. That was one of those times. Cowboy said check for hair dye. You can't. We were in black jerseys. Jaylen Brown is safe today. No memes for him. We ain't going to see it unless it happens on his own teammate. I agree. Self-made Russia jerseys are fire. Knicks look sharp. We do. Back-to-back games this way too, Zach. Against the Raptors, we had a flawless first quarter, a lot like this one. So it's a very pleasant sign. But what we did do against the Raptors is fall apart in the second quarter. So with 2 minutes and 55 left in this first quarter, we got to make sure that does not happen again in the second. CK killing it as usual. Anyway, to show the game clock with the box score. Yeah. I just got to fit it. Let me see if I can get it to fit. How does that look? Hopefully it doesn't look too congested. Be able to see everything. Let me know what your thoughts on that. Hopefully that works for you. Appreciate you, IC. To Cowboys, what up? Watch your shirts tonight, chat. Hair dye is permanent. Oh, that's why we got the black on. Take care of the Celtics early. Get some rest for tomorrow. Amen. Mitch reaching is crazy. It is crazy. He got to keep his hands to himself, man. My favorite stat, 0 turnovers for us, 5 for Boston. Amen. I do like that stat as well. I'm also a big fan of the 60% from 3. I like that too. That second quarter was atrocious against the Raptors, but lately the Knicks have been solid in the second half. Amen. Akai QB1. Okay, Akai OB1. Excuse me. Says CK, what's good, broski? We here indeed. What's up, man? Pistons. The Pistons losing? What's going on with the Pistons? Jaylen Brown specifically requested us to wear the black. Probably. Man, I am loving the praise that my guy Mikal Bridges has been getting all season long. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that the assumptions and people jumped so fast to conclusions that this Bridges trade, was not a good one, but you're seeing the fit. It also does help a little bit with the coaching change because this coach using Bridges a little bit more to what has worked for him throughout his entire career instead of just throwing him at the other team's best offensive player, more having him be the help man, reading the passing lanes and being all around the court, chasing, if you will. So, yeah, I'm really happy. It warms my heart to see people who were killing my guy Bridges last season all having to say positive things about Mikal Bridges. Us here at the Mikal Bridges Hive, it makes us happy, you know? Shout out to those who were in the Bridges Hive with me last season as well. CK hot take, Jaylen Brown is overrated and overpaid. Just saying, that's not a hot take at all. Frank, I think there's a lot of people that would agree with you. Overpaid for sure. As that one goes in, is that Minot? Right? That is Minot. He was a former T-Wolf, and he's now getting minutes consistently with the Boston Celtics. Another putback layup for the Celtics. And now on the other side, defensive foul by the Celtics to send Mitchell Robinson to the line for 2 more free throws. Mitch splitting the last 2. I think coach is trying to replicate what he did in the playoffs and try to slow down the Knicks' momentum by sending Mitch Rob to the line. All Mitch has to do is knock a few of them down to stop it. But right now, he is 1 for 3 from the free throw line. His stocks and efficiency numbers are off the charts. Off the charts. He's 3rd in stocks per game, but he is number 1 in steals and blocks combined. I love it, man. The Cowboys said as soon as they start sweating, you'll see the dye running down the face. The hate has transferred to Cat now, CK. Yeah, that's not my problem. As the Mikal Bridges High president, I can't worry about what's going on with Karl Anthony Towns. 28-18 is the score. Sidestep 3 ball for Peyton Pritchard. That's no good. And I cannot say bro's last name. You know me. There's always going to be one person on the team that I cannot say his name. Shiraman? I don't know how to say brother's name, but it is definitely off of him and Knicks ball. That's the right call from the referees. Jalen Brunson. I'm trying to understand the thought process, but somehow the Knicks get it right back. Brunson pleading his case. You know what it is? It's because they're anticipating the foul on Mitchell Robinson. So Brunson, he's looking at it, so he fires away. Because if Brunson shoots and makes that 3 and they foul Mitchell Robinson, hold on. Okay. So away from the play. Okay, got it. So away from the play, fouls under the 2-minute mark now result in technical free throws. So Brunson is allowed to shoot them. So he shoots the 1 tech, but it's not really a tech, but it's a tech because the lane has to clear out. I forgot that they're enforcing that here in the regular season. I like that. I think that the Celtics weren't paying attention at the time, and that's the NBA's way of trying to get rid of the hack of Shaq, hack of Mitch, hack of whoever. Yabusele firing from 3. That's no good. Mitchell Robinson, great effort. Fires it back out to Brunson. Brunson to Deuce. Deuce to Clarkson. Clarkson's not shy. No good. Tipped away. Pritchard now moving the rock the other way. Getting the ball to Shireman. I do not know how to say bro's name. Shireman. Somebody in the chat phonetically spell his name for me, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Knicks and still Celtics ball. Yeah, chat praising Brunson for the awareness in that situation. So here we go. Brunson picked up by Minot. So we're not going to see any of the hack of Mitch here because it will result in tech free throws and the ball back for us. So now they have to D up. Jordan Clarkson, nice little sidestep. He gets himself open, missing the floater. Not a common sight for Jordan Clarkson this year. Anything in the paint has been easy for him. Minot for 3. Minot saying why not? How many times has he probably heard that in his career? Well, that time no good. Knicks holding on to an 11-point lead, keeping the Celtics under 20. I also have an interesting defensive stat for you guys about the New York Knicks. We complain a lot about defense here on these play-by-plays. Warranted because it feels like we give up a lot of points. But If you haven't checked yet, it's very interesting to see where the Knicks stand on the defensive rating in the league as Brunson makes a nice layup there. Contact but no foul, 31-18. Anthony Simons fires a three and cuts the lead to 10. But yeah, we'll talk about that here in just a second. Jalen Brunson picked up by Minot. Knicks looking to get one more shot, even though the shot clock and main clock difference is about 5 seconds. Knicks trying to kill it down as much as possible before shooting it up here. Brunson, nice move on Anthony Simons. Double team on the way. Simons results with a foul that will send Brunson to the line for 2 free throws. Look at the plus minuses for the New York Knicks in this first quarter. Everyone in the starting 5 plus double digits. 10s for Deuce and Brunson, who are still on the floor right now. Towns at a plus 11. Hart a plus 12. And Bridges a plus 11. That's an interesting stat. Brunson chokes the free throw, misses it as Diawara and Bridges are checking in to the game. Will Rose, chill out, bro. He said, no matter how far the camera is, I can instantly see Yabu.
Hold on a minute there, players.
Out of pocket. You're out of pocket. You're out of pocket. Brunson splits the free throws, 32-21. 5 seconds remains in the game. He said BBL Cam is crazy. Foul is called. I think Knicks had a foul to give, so they're going to inbound here. I think Bridges is the one to pick up that foul, or was it Diawara? Nope, it was on Bridges. So here comes the Celtics with the inbound. What kicks JB's wearing? His favorite go-to are the Kobe 6s. I'm assuming that's what those ones are. From my point of view, with the pink and with the lime green, it looks like the WNBA ones again that he typically wears, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely the Kobe 6s. I need a pair of my own, bro. But 32-21 is the score to end the first quarter. Holding the Celtics to 21 points is a pleasant sight, but even more pleasant than that is seeing the New York Knicks dominate in one quarter of play, something that we as Knicks fans want to see on a regular basis, and that is the case right now, at least through one. Here we go, 13-6 Knicks versus the 11-9 Boston Celtics. Knicks in second place in the Eastern Conference, looking to keep that spot. And it starts or continues here with the win today. What up, Kush? Said word CK, this year's offense helps the defense. Scrappy enough on individual defense, okays on team defense. But that offense breaks will but the offense breaks will of oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say here, but the offense breaks will of opponent will throw off opponents, maybe. For the most part, I get what you're saying, Kush. Appreciate you. But yeah, Knicks right now, and I'm going to double check it, but the Knicks are ranked 10th in defense, chat. We were sitting at 16-17 for a good period, but I'm going to double check it right now. But as of me checking yesterday, the Knicks are ranked 10th in the NBA in defense. I know. Hard to believe, right? But let me double check that stat for you guys before I lie to you. But I'm pretty sure our defensive rating is 10th in the NBA as of right now. We're in a quadruple check. But watching the games doesn't feel that way, right? Yeah, we have a defensive rating of 114 even. Let's see. NBA defensive rating. 2025. 26. Not ignoring you guys' chat. I will respond to you guys in a second. Just want to pull this up. It's driving me out of my mind. Yep, 10th. Yep, OKC 1, Detroit 2, Houston 3, Miami 4, Toronto 5, Dallas, and goes blah, 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 all the way down to Knicks at 10 with 114 rating. That's crazy, right? Feels like we have been so booty butt defensively this year, but doing pretty good. That's all we could ask for, right? Top 15 is all we really need to keep things going. But yeah, Knicks sitting at 10 right now, which just shows how, it might feel bad for us, but it's worse across the league. Magic calling cap, but no, it is there. I will pull it up next dead ball to show you. Zach NY said last three opponent scores 100, 101, 94. Last three opponent scores, pretty impressive. Yep, I think that's how we dropped. As Cat makes a nice finish around the rim there, but yeah, that's how we dropped because we were at 17th. I feel like the last time we talked about this last week, we were either 16th or 17th in defense. And I checked it yesterday as I was getting some stats together for my video on Thursday. And I saw we were in 10th. I'm like, hey, I like that. Giants, Knicks for life. I also like you being a 22-month member. Shout out to you as the Celtics. There goes that Gonzalez kid who'll be running on his toes, gets the putback. Says Bridges out there coaching defense while he's playing. Yeah. Craig, what up? CK, what up? Just checking in. Score, please. Score right now is currently 37-23 after a Karl Anthony Towns 3-ball. Knicks up by 14. Score is also live right here on the chat. Anthony Simon step back, pulling in the mid-range. That one goes down. I said Kappa what Frank said, but I'm slow. I thought he said Brunson. Yeah, no, he's talking about Jaylen Brown. You know what it is? He spelled Jalen wrong. He gave it the Jalen Brunson Jalen. Jaylen Brown had to be extra and got a Y there. And look at Karl Anthony Towns. All we've been asking for. Take advantage of these mismatches, man. Said this a few nights ago on post game. There's very few people I feel like on some of these teams that can really stand in front of Towns, and he makes it look like they're such great defenders. But Towns right now finding his groove. Towns getting it going. 5 points alone here in this third quarter. Deuce McBride loses the handle, but is going to foul Peyton Pritchard trying to stop the fast break. And that is going to be a Deuce foul. Hopefully it's not going to be a transition foul because they're on the ground. He tips it loose. Deuce goes after it. And hopefully that doesn't equate in a transition take. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, 12 points on the night. Leading scorer already. CK2K, I'm looking forward to Mitch, Deuce, OG, Mikal lineup. They will not score. The Knicks will not score. You're right. I get what you're saying. But Jaylen Brown cuts the lead to 10. Timeout called by Mike Brown. A little bit of a momentum shift. Even though Towns has started off this second quarter for us strong. But Mike Brown wants the Knicks to get a hold of this run and not give the Celtics any chance on finding a groove. Good timeout from Brown. Speaking of Mike Brown, with the Knicks having a 13-6 record, we talk about the Knicks being 10th in defense. We know that offensively we were in the top of the pack. I think we're 5th. I'll double check that in a second. But for the most part, though, while I look into that, what are your thoughts on Mike Brown so far? I know there's some people who were cooled on Mike Brown when we were losing, but now that the Knicks on back in their winning ways and we're seeing the offense smooth out, we're seeing the defense start to get attention. What are your thoughts about Mike Brown in the first month of the new season? How are we feeling? We need more time? Are you still mad at him? Do you like him? Me personally, I'm a fan of the hire. I think that we're still seeing this team reach the potential that it can possibly. But it's a good start under Mike Brown, in my opinion. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. So let me know as I check our offensive rating. As I know we're 10th. But offensively, I think we're top 10, right? Offensive ratings. Yeah, we're third. Yep. So it hasn't moved. I had to make sure. Yeah, Knicks are still third in the league in offense. See if you guys can see that. Yep. Knicks still sitting at third, and we're 10th in defense. You can't be mad at that. Third in offense, 10th defensively in the league, 13-6, second in the Eastern Conference. You know, even with some of the raggedy nights that we've had, some of the ups and downs, you can't be mad at that, right? I'm not. And I still feel like we're still figuring it all out. And this is all without OG Anunoby. Feel pretty good, man. Let me see what the chat says. Fisher said salutes to Mike Brown. Kyle says Cat is hard to watch on D. I agree with that. I'm rocking with Midtown Mike. I think that's fair. Clarkson with his back to action. Here we go. Let me see if I can get Twitch up too as well. Frank says I'm a fan. Real Talk Radio says ask me midseason. That's completely fair. Top 3 offense, top 10 defense. CK, what more can we ask for? Wisdom. Right there with you, brother. Let me see. I always loved the mixtape higher. Yep. That's championship caliber. Say it again for those in the back, Zach. That's championship caliber indeed. How can you not like Mike Brown? He's playing everybody, right? Y'all say he's doing fine. I think he's doing just fine. You don't think so? I think he's doing just fine. What's our rating in 3-point? Are we not number 1? Did that change? What's our 3-point rating? We were. I think we're still number 1. No, it has to have gone down after the last few games. The 3-pointer attempts have dipped down. We'll find out next. Dead ball, but I think we've got to be top 5 on that as well. We got to be, man. Knicks up by 10. Timeout called there. Mike Brown trying to slow down the Celtics as they try to get back in this one. Towns has been the star of this second quarter, looking to go up against Gonzalez again. Gonzalez had a rough outing last time they played us as he let Jalen Brunson absolutely go crazy offensively. He even admit, because I guess Gonzalez is known for his defensive abilities, he even admit that he has a lot of learning to do because he let Brunson go off the way he did. Hart's left wide open, not even looking to shoot the ball. Back over to Towns. Towns picked up by Quetta. Realize Kolek has been in the game this entire third quarter. And see, that's the kind of Towns stuff I don't want. Stop trying to sell and make a foul attempt. Just go up strong. And now Brown making the Knicks pay for the acting job by Karl Anthony Towns. A 8-point game now. Kolek cross court to Deuce. Deuce back to Kolek. Kolek with Quetta on him, but there's a off-ball foul on Gonzalez. A little aggressive there with Towns. Russell Whiskey with the $5 super. I appreciate you. The original name of the first Boston Garden was Boston Madison Square Garden. So we're playing in MSG East. I mean, it's only a factual fact, right? Towns with the ball, picked up by Gonzalez. This should be a matchup nightmare for Gonzalez, with a double team on the way. Arid bounce pass to Hart, a little bit too much to the baseline. Even Brown's face didn't like that pass. Pro Cannon says we're 7th in percentage for 3-pointer. Okay. Now attempts, though. Where we stand on attempts? As Brown finds his groove. Back-to-back buckets for Jaylen Brown, cutting the lead down to 5. This lineup having a hard time. 9-0 run. Gonzalez gets baited into his second foul. He is having a nightmare guarding Karl Anthony Towns. Towns getting the rookie in foul trouble here early, but the problem for the Knicks has been the offensive end because Brown now slowly cutting into the Knicks lead. 5-point lead for New York. Tyler Kolek, who has not really gotten much opportunities to run the offense here, fires a 3-ball. That's no good. And Towns not having the same dominant rebounding as he's had in some nights early this season. And look at that, 3 defenders there. Brown gets the layup to fall, draws the contact, and now it's a 3-point game, possibly a 2-point game, all led by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown absolutely killing us here in this second quarter. Hart gets him on his shooting arm, so you can't argue that at all. But look, 3 Knicks defenders, and Brown scoring with ease after a few pumps. Jalen Brunson needs to be on the way to the court now. 2-point lead. Wisdom bringing up a great point, saying this is the same lineup that lost the lead against Toronto. Big facts. 39-37, 2-point game. Knicks need to stop the bleeding as they are on a 10-0 run, the Boston Celtics. Hart thinks about it. Hart drives. Hart out to Kolek. Kolek with the fake. 1 second to go. Shoots a floater. And what patience there from Tyler Kolek. 1 second remains. Shoots the floater with ease. And he's on the board. Here goes Jaylen Brown, who is hot. Finding Gonzalez, who fires away. A little short there. Hart now pushing the other direction. Hart finding Towns. Towns on the dribble. Towns gets the steal, but Towns gets it right back. Goes right back up with it. A lot of contact. No foul's going to be called. Towns not happy about it. And the Knicks need to get back on defense as the refs letting them play through it. Jaylen Brown picked up by Hart. Brown off the spin. Brown trying to get cute. Brown step back pull at the elbow. That one no good. And the Knicks now need to continue to build their lead back up. And you know what? Mike Brown trusting the 5, letting them run. I think I see Mitchell Robinson getting ready to check in to help remedy the rebounding situation. Terrible pass again to Hart from Towns, but Hart able to corral it. 7 seconds remain. Bounce pass to Towns. Towns with the smaller defender on him. Towns, again, he's doing that crap. I hate when he does that, man. Instead of just making a move, he's trying to sell a foul to the referee. I hate when he does that. And then on top of that, kicking the ball, not a smart play. Towns right now went from the star of the quarter to boneheaded in seconds. What is he doing out there, folks? So what's the idea here? What was the idea? Why would you kick up your foot? What's the thought process there? What's the thought process from Karl-Anthony Towns on any of those plays down that stretch? Double team came, so he settles and tries to buy a foul and just turns it over. Then there, instead of moving his feet, he's kicking out his foot to draw a foul. What are we doing? Towns to the bench as Mitchell Robinson checks in. Brunson also checking in. And yeah, to the point of wisdom, after a strong start and a minot 3, to the point of wisdom, that was the same lineup we saw give up the lead against Toronto a few nights ago after the strong start that the Knicks gave. So now we got some guys in here to try and hopefully rebuild the lead that they had once built. Kolek using the screen. Kolek back out to Hart. Hart firing for 3 from the corner and gets the bounce and the bucket. Josh Hart is just a flamethrower from the 3-point line here today. Growing the lead back to 6 for the New York Knicks. And a foul yet again. This time I think it's going to be on Kolek. Not sure who fouled there. Seemed like a harmless one at that. But now we're going to get our subs back in. Bridges getting ready to check back into the game. Chat right now just giving Towns a piece of their mind after the boneheaded stretch that we just had to witness from Towns. But he's now on the bench. Tyler Kolek staying out there, falls for the fake. Derek White trying to make him pay, and he will. The same way that Hart made his bucket. White gets the bounce and the make. Tyler Kolek over to Bridges. Bridges back to Kolek. Kolek on a drive. Kolek back over to a wide open Jordan Clarkson, and Clarkson just in the void right now. Shots that he would make in his sleep in prior seasons. He can't get to fall the last few games. Knicks now holding on to a 3-point lead. Pritchard looking around. Pritchard trying to find somebody. Bridges staying active on Derek White. Trying to help out there. Brown draws the contact, and Brown's going to get 2 free throws. Celtics on a run. Clarkson going through it right now. Cat needs to stop moaning every. It's a wild way to put it, but I know what you mean. Yep, it does. Shout out to $2 super from the 77th. Bucks are hyped for Cat's arrival. Big Buck Dega. Oh, boy. First free throw down from Jaylen Brown, by the way. Frank White said, what are you doing, Cat? Why does he always do that? This lineup is ass for us. Yeah. Boneheaded play after boneheaded play for the Big Bodega. After such a strong start to the quarter, too. We were singing his praises. He was aggressive, going to the bucket, utilizing mismatches, and then all of a sudden just flipped the switch and trying to sell fouls and kicking his foot out, not helping defensively. It's like, what are we doing? Lock in, big fella. Speaking of locking in, Jason Tatum locked into trying to return earlier than scheduled. He's already practicing with the team. Obviously not any much contact, but trying to get himself back active. Brunson short on the mid-ranger there, rebounded by Gonzalez. And the Celtics now, in very similar fashion to a few nights ago, will take the lead. Jaylen Brown leading the Celtics back into this game, getting the Garden, well, the other Garden, into it. And now this is their first lead of the night. Jaylen Brown carrying the Boston Celtics. Remember, the highest paid player in the NBA. And tonight against the Knicks, earning his money. Remember, he said he felt a type of way about the Knicks in the playoffs last year. So every game is going to be personal for him against New York. Knicks got to respond. CK, you should put a poll on how many of us in the chat would like Cat to be traded. I'm not trying to see no 80, 90% poll right now. Y'all got it, bro. I believe it. I believe you guys. All right? I believe you guys. Hen said, bro, this is what makes this a love-hate team. Yeah. Just got to get guys to commit to their roles. Clarkson not having good minutes there. We saw Cat give us two different personalities in one quarter. 1 minute helping, other minutes just yeesh. Who else? Kolick. I mean, trying out there. He had a nice bank there at the end of the shot clock, but we need him to look to his shot a little bit more. Also look to facilitate a little bit more. Just a lot of nothing from that five, to be honest. And I get the thought process from Brown. You put that five out there because you want it to be a Karl Anthony Towns dominant five, but yeah, you're gonna need to put somebody else next to Towns with that five. Not gonna lie, CK, get me the Greek freak. I'm about done with Cat. I think you and a lot of folks, man. I think you and a lot of folks feel the same way. Ray News, woo, Lord. We raptored it again. Yep. Same situation. Cat started by giving Jaylen an open dunk above the rim, trying to put out the fires in the chat, as the chat losing their minds with how the Knicks have looked in the last few minutes. But here we go. Bobby said... Above the rim said, let's not overreact. And Bobby Rassan said, let's overreact. It's a mutiny in the chat right now. Wisdom said, I don't want to overreact, but I never liked the Cat trade. Cat got the chat feeling a type of way. Yeah, man. I'm not happy with it either. I'm not happy with the play there. And it's funny, I was giving him his props because, I thought in the second half of the Raptors game, he looked aggressive. I thought to start this game, he looked aggressive. So I was giving him some praise. I'm like, yeah, this is what we're looking for. And how does he repay me? No. 46-47, Knicks trailing by 1, the first deficit they've had in this game. Hopefully the only as the Knicks try to get the lead right back. Good pass from Kolek to Brunson. Brunson picked up by a double. Kolek back out to Brunson, back and forth between the two guards. Brunson trying to get some space. Derek White, good defense. Brunson had to force it up there, but instead just forces a shot clock violation. And the Celtics right now winning the momentum battle. Jalen Brunson has an argument about something. Not entirely sure what to argue about there. But here comes the Celtics with the inbound trying to extend their lead. 46-47. Knicks need to get a stop here. Interesting lineup here for the New York Knicks. Yabusele, Kolek, Brunson, Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson. Derek White throws it up in the paint, gets it to fall. And the lead now extends to 3 for Boston. Jalen Brunson using the screen, finding Kolek. Kolek trying to get it over to Bridges. Bridges not really helping out much with the offensive side here tonight. I would love them to look at that mismatch for Bridges as Peyton Pritchard's on them. Instead, Brunson doing what Brunson does, shooting from the mid-range and getting it to fall. 1-point game yet again, 48-49. Look at the field goal percentage between both teams. They're shooting 78% from the field this quarter as we're shooting 56. That's two teams shooting really well. Yabusele going downhill. He gets fouled. And we're getting some aggression from Yabu. All right. A little bit of movement there from BBL Selly. Back-to-back second quarters of doom. It's like it's the beginning of the season all over again, SZM. Bias Future said underrated pass. Yabusele short on that free throw. Need these, but Yabusele can still at least tie this game up. And Yabu does. So at the very least, Yabusele ties the game, but there's some shenanigans going on. It looks like it might be on Mitchell Robinson. Oh, a delay of game warning. No, that's going to be a delay of game technical, so a free throw is on the way. Mitchell Robinson, the culprit there. Boneheaded plays here for the New York Knicks at the worst time. Shout out to the 370 of y'all in the chat right now, by the way. Rocking with us here on the play-by-play. KnicksFanTV play-by-play brought to you by DraftKings. Bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets instantly using that promo code KFTV. We'll give you more details on that at halftime. What up, awesomeness? How you doing? Yo, above the rim, chill. The tech was a delay of game warning. That was the second one for the Knicks. It was on Mitchell Robinson, so they got a technical free throw. 3:25 remains in the first half. The Knicks now teeter-tottering with the lead as they tied the game up, but now gave the lead back up after the penalty. Jaylen Brown, who has been on fire this half, goes for another one. He has Brunson on him. That might not be the ideal matchup for Jaylen Brown, who is on fire. 20 points, 16 of them in this second quarter. Brunson now bounce pass over to Yabu. Yabu firing from 3. That one's short. Bridges fighting for the extra rebound. Instead, Derek White full head of steam. Fast break dunk and extends the lead to 5. Boston now in control as the New York Knicks are having a hard time getting back into this one. Mitchell Robinson back to Brunson. Brunson picked up by Gonzalez. Brunson goes with the sidestep. Gonzalez gets the steal, pushing the pace. Pritchard to Brown. Brown back to Pritchard. Down goes Kolek. And the Celtics beating the Knicks at their own game. What a run for Boston. And Mike Brown dumbfounded. Can't believe it. Knicks just stuck on stupid right now for currently. And they are having a hard time snapping out of it. And the Celtics taking advantage. I assume that Brown's going to send out his starting five here to close out this half, but Knicks, at the very least, got to try to tie this thing up before the second half. Maybe, if we're lucky, take the lead back. But right now, Celtics are on a roll, and the Knicks need to find a way to slow that down. We need a third quarter of boom, you mean, Taquan. And I agree. Cap looking crazy. Yeah. Cap really not giving us too much here in this third quarter, and then also getting picked apart defensively. CK, this game is turning into a WWE wrestling match. I'm never mad at a physical basketball game. I prefer physical basketball games than referees regulating too much. Personally, I'm never going to be upset with a physical basketball game. JB with Kolek is a dumb look. I don't know if I agree with that, Ties, but I do agree that it's a dumb look when another team is on a run. When you need defense, you need something to slow down. I don't think you need those two out there together. So I guess I do agree. Boom, CK, my bad. I knew what you meant. Don't worry about it, Taquan. I knew what you meant. All right, here we go. Knicks now with Deuce. It's the starting five minus Towns as Yabu's out there, and we're gonna get another turnover on the New York Knicks. Look at Mike Brown. Can't believe it. Josh Hart checks into the game, turns it over. We went from no turnovers on the game to 4 in one quarter. 6 in one quarter. Peyton Pritchard trying to get the ball back to Brown, and they're sticking to this Brunson-Brown matchup. Brown out to Pritchard. Pritchard for three. That's going to be short. Bridges just out of reach. Wide open. White. Derek White with the spin. Derek White has to throw it up. Good steal there from Yabusele. Using his height. Knicks have numbers if they utilize it. Hart out to Bridges. Bridges for three. And Mikal Bridges giving us a much-needed bucket there to cut the lead down to 4. 1:20 remaining in this second quarter. Knicks trying to at least tie this game up before the half. But it has been the Jaylen Brown show. Brown likes this mismatch. He has Brunson on him yet again, trying to clear out the paint. Golly, 2 crosses and gets wide open. Why are we leaving this alone? Why are we allowing this to happen? Hart or Bridges, somebody else go help this man. Brunson getting cooked out there. Bridges going for another one. Oh, in and out. Tipped out by Yabusele. Bridges almost gave us back-to-back threes. That one, though, rims out. 46 seconds remains in the half. Knicks trailing by 6. And it is a far cry from what we saw in that first quarter for the New York Knicks. Pritchard with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He wants the step back pull. He'll get the step back pull. No good. Yabusele in some extended minutes influences the rebound. Brunson left open. Sidesteps, fouled by Gonzalez. I don't think it'll result in free throws. The Celtics are in the bonus, but the Knicks not quite yet. But look at the ball movement. Bridges making an easy 3 as they're showing that replay, but could have used it on the other side as well. Why is JB on JB still? That's the question I'm trying to ask, Chilled. And it's not even off of a switch. Brunson is stepping up to guard Brown. I don't know how I feel about that matchup. Is Brown, interesting choice for the ref from the coach, but with 22 seconds, I get it. Brown had himself a monster second quarter, and now getting a rest with not much time left. Knicks need to score here, cut into this lead, give us some momentum going into the second half. Hart trying to give us just that, this time missing the 3. I think that's his first missed 3 of the night. 4 for 5. 3 seconds remain. Walsh goes down. Bridges fires away. It's no good. And the New York Knicks, a rough end to what was a great start. This is almost identical to what we witnessed on Sunday against the Toronto Raptors. Almost identical. a monster first quarter. I think in that game we scored, 40 points in the first quarter and then proceeded to score, I think, 20 the same way that we've done here tonight. We gave up 37 points in the second quarter. Brown, I think 20 of those 37 in the second quarter. Knicks need to lock in and turn it back around in the second half, as they have done pretty well this season. But we'll be back at it. We're fine with it. 58-52. We move on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's going to be an interesting second half. Mitch, Huck, or Diawara should be guarding Brown. Yeah, anybody. I'm not entirely understanding what that matchup was. I don't know what it was, and they kept going to it. It wasn't a switch. It wasn't off of a screen. Brunson stepped up to guard Brown. I don't understand the thought process there, but I'm assuming it will be discussed in the halftime because the Knicks have had some solid third quarters here this season. Hopefully we see another one of those here today. Deuce was 4 for 5 from threes. Hart is 4 for 5 threes this game at the half. Yep, that's a fact. Great call. Wait, no. What's his name? Deuce is 2 for 2 from 3 tonight. Or are you talking about the last game? And tonight, Deuce is 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. Hart is 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Knicks shooting 9 of 21 from 3 after a monster's first quarter. Definitely cooled off from the 3-point line. Things that can be fixed. All things that can and will be fixed here in the second half. Right now, 52-58 is the score. Clearly, we have paid the refs today. Can always tell when Knicks are a wrecking force, never get the calls. And why is Jalen guarding Brown? Game of runs. Amen, base God. Amen. Chat saying that the lineups have been crazy. Can't say I disagree all the way with that. We let them outscore us by 17 points. That's a fact, SEM. B. Mills said Hart needs to work through the ghost screen from Gonzalez and not give JB that opportunity. So, B. Mills, you did notice that there was a screen being set leading to Brunson being on Brown? Because I wanted to look at it, and then when it was time for me to pay attention, Brown then went to the bench. Kyle says, CK, thanks for you, bro. Can't stand Reggie on the call. Yeah, I'm here to help. Here to help. No more switching. Let Brown have 50. I saw no sense in the Kolek Yabu lineup. I didn't have any ill will towards Yabu. I thought Yabu was fine. Would have loved to see him make those free throws. But Yabu giving us some hustle plays, helped us out a little bit with the rebounds. But I get it. Yeah, Gonzalez was just setting ghost screens after ghost screen, trying to get Cap on an ISO. Got it. Good eye. Good eye, B. Mills. Good eye. Good eye. Sounds like I'm saying good eye in Australian, but I'm not. CK, what did Cat do? The refs to be hated so much. Constantly complain. Constantly complain. I don't know when NBA players are ever going to understand that the complaining doesn't always work. B. Mill said, if that do happen, the help should come on the Gonzalez side because he is not a shooter like that. Amen. 32 points in the paint, no bueno. Is that a fact? Let's see. I believe you. I believe you. Not double checking. I just want to see the other stats. Yeah. Boston 32 points in the paint. New York's 14. Lord have mercy. Bench points too. 14 bench points to the Knicks 4. I don't like that. Turnover ratio pretty even. We only have 5. They have 7. Points off turnovers even at 14. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, it's all timely right now for Boston. Boston right now getting the timely buckets, getting the timely stops, and took that lead. Also, you know, Jaylen Brown being Jaylen Brown, taking advantage. So, yeah, points in the paint, though, that's the biggest differential. Got to fix that, right? Bobby said, maybe mention that to Cat. If only I was a coach, right? If only I was a coach. McBride has been taken out when he was hot. Right. McBride was on the bench for too long of a time for me as well. I agree with you on that. Got to keep the game close. You know how that goes. Celtics trash. Mass produce. Not worried. Cat needs to seek out Patrick Ewing or Hakeem on how to improve his game. He should pay them as well. Coach Brown has to trust the wings. Where is Tosan? Tosan is on the far end of the bench in street clothes. When is OG coming back? Next season? No. Didn't we just get a report on Mitchell Robinson? Or Mitchell Robinson, OG? Let's see. Let's see. OG and Anunoby. I know we saw Ian Bailey report. Yeah. Yeah, see a lot of fake reports, a lot of he said, she said. Trying to look for a real report. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Again, though, with OG and the injury that he has, the kind of injury that he has, I'm not really trying to rush him back, because then it's going to be one of those things where he misses several nights, comes back for a night, then misses a night again. Not trying to have that, because the hamstring injury, that thing lingers, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Where is OG? I miss him so much. Yeah. Thank God for MSG TV and KFTV. All I need. Glad to have you here, KG. Sorry, Kush. Excuse me. Shout out to KG, though. OG might be on schedule for Orlando. Allegedly, right? I that's what I saw, too. I don't know how to buy that. Oh, Immaculate Addicts. Excuse me. $5 Super Saiyan. Superstars don't have to complain. They get calls. The refs letting Cat know that. Well, can Cat know that? Can Cat know that? Kyle says hamstrings linger. We'll see him in 2 to 3 weeks. Possibly, right? Mixtape and the Knicks will drop a fire second half. Meant to give you one of these, but yeah. Once they made gambling legal, it was over for sports. Will Cat ever return to his form from last season? I hope so. I really hope so. We got a lot of season left. But shout out to the 400 in the chat right now, rocking with us. We're getting ready to get the second half started here. Knicks trailing by 6 against the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics looking to get revenge against New York after the Knicks won in the first matchup in the first week of the season. So Jaylen Brown and the Celtics try-harding a little bit tonight to even up the score. Dantastico, El Dantastico. What up? You said the second quarter lineup was brutal. Yeah, we were talking about that. We agree with that. Some guys being left out of the rotation for a little bit longer than they should have been and all kinds of stuff, yeah. He sure did, Eddie Suarez. He sure did. New offense got Cat confused. Looked like he doesn't know where to get clean looks. He's working way too hard. Yep. And to me, I don't know. I guess it's because of the type of player he is. But I genuinely don't understand why Towns has such a hard time with this offense. I feel like this offense should play into the things he does well offensively. Peace and love. So I genuinely don't understand why he has such a hard time with this offense. I don't. I really don't. Tristan Pug with the $5 super said, it's okay. I don't usually win parlays. I'm taking one for the team. Going over whole Celtics team. Orange and blue. Appreciate the $5 super. Hakeem the Dream, $2 super said, any update on Ogugua? Cat is Charmin soft. Hakeem, we were just looking at, shout out to you, by the way. We were just looking it up. Nothing new. Yes, Allison Rock. Happy Independence Day to Barbados. Yes, shout out to the family. Yes. Yes. All love. Cat needs to stop the stupid fouls. Yeah. Just need him to stay aggressive. That's really all it is, man. Cat just needs to go up strong, stay mentally strong, and not fall on the floor. That's it, El Dantastico. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Yeah, they're not all going to fall, but if you're at least playing aggressive and playing to your strength, we ain't going to be mad at you. Wild eczema commercial, we eating. I don't see it. I see the same 5 commercials over and over again. The Salvation Army commercial, the same Prime Video commercial, and I don't know, some other basketball commercial. It's the same ones over and over again every commercial break for me. Yeah, oh, this one right here for this damn show about what's her face. This is the same. I'm getting the same 4 commercials, bro. So my apologies to those who saw that eczema cream commercial. I ain't see it. I'm getting the same 4 commercials. This damn trailer to what's her face? That one show. What's the name? Something Smart, right? Elizabeth Smart. What's the name of the show? All her fault. There you go. I see the same 4 commercials. And this Buffalo Wild. Yeah, man. I'm seeing the same 4 commercials, bro. On a never-ending cycle. CK, is that a WCW title or am I tripping? You're tripping. Yeah, no, this is the current World Heavyweight Championship. I still have, I don't care what internet fans believe, I still have the Jey Uso belt side plates on it. But yeah, I want to get the Knicks Legacy belt. That's going to be my next purchase before we move cribs. I want to get the Knicks Legacy belt. And that's it. That's no more WWE belts for me, man. Those things are expensive as balls. But yeah, it's the World Heavyweight Championship, the new one. Never bought anything on Temu. I think I got some off Temu before. I don't know if I still got it because it don't live long. I'm on live NBC. It's wild. Yeah, no. I get Temu ads on YouTube. Now I'm getting the same ads here. We on the NBA ad. Yep, Sunday night basketball. Knicks versus Lakers, February 1st. Yep, that should be fun. Yeah, I get the same 5 ads, bro. Not a sponsor. If there was a market for 6'3" centers, I'd be a Knicks. I'd be a Knick. Facts. Cat only 14. He needs to score 40 per half, just like Randall used to do every night. All right, Rodriguez. All right, dog. Let's start this second half, man. Now we just chatting, bro. But he's right. I need 40 a half from Karl Anthony Towns. Was thinking about getting that Knicks belt too. Yeah, you saw how much that thing is, bro. I'm gonna get it. But man, I gotta make the dollars make sense, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all should go on DraftKings, use that promo code KFTV. So off your first, after you bet $5, you get $300 instantly added after your first bet. You know? Here we go. 52-58. Mikal Bridges wasting literally no time. Fires a 3 away. That's no good. CK, do an Aussie accent again for us in Melbourne. First of all, you like how I pronounce it? It's Melbourne, not Melbourne. I'm with y'all, see? But my Aussie accent is not great. It's subpar at least. In a scale of 10, I would give myself a solid 5. 4.85, bro. Was it Aussie, oi. Like, you know, it's okay. It's not great, you know. I'm trying to work on. Not really. Let me not lie. Refs calling anything. Yeah, foul there for Jaylen Brown. By the way, we just started the quarter. By the way, not even 30 seconds in, and Brown finds himself on the line, getting 2 free throws after an instant call. Damo said the court and Jersey last game were fire. I agree. B Mills, you think Cat is finding the new offense? No comment, right? Sorry, 5 is out for the New York Knicks yet again. Same 5. Brunson gets a full court in front of him, but it's blocked up real fast. Bridges finding Hart. Hart, who had an up shooting half, missing his last 3 before the half ended. Brunson wide open for the 3 ball. That one no good. Knicks settling for the 3 right now, and both of them not going down. 8-point game. Derek White over to Brown. Brown thought about it. Brown picked up by Towns. Brown's going to let it fly. And here go the Celtics. Jaylen Brown taking this one personal, giving them the Celtics their biggest lead of the game. 27 points for Jaylen Brown. Hart wide open for a 3 off of the pass from Bridges, and the Knicks continue to miss. Towns grabbed by Pritchard. Foul is going to be called. Knicks should get the ball right back. He said, bro, that accent was an 8 before you tapped in. Appreciate you. Yeah, I got. You got to give me the right phrase and I'll lock in. Bridges on 3-point ball. There it is. Mikal Bridges giving the Knicks much needed life off of that 3 ball from straight away. 55-63. Knicks need to find their groove here, don't they? 10:30 remains in the third quarter. Jaylen Brown has been the main aggressor. Not really anybody else in a Celtics uniform giving us much problems. Hart with a full head of steam. Goes right up. A lot of contact. No foul called. But you know I'm a fan of Hustle Man Hart going for the aggressive takes because it typically goes his way. 6-point game for the Boston Celtics. 16 points in the game for Josh Hart. Quetta is trying to find something. Quetta, I'm still trying to figure out how to say his last name. No one has corrected me yet. Derek White firing from 3 in the corner. Again, like I said, the only one shooting the ball well is Jaylen Brown. Everyone else still trying to find their groove. Towns off the pass. It's strong as it's the back of the rim. Pritchard's going to step into a 3. Towns wasn't even paying attention, and Pritchard hits the 3 in transition. Towns wasn't even looking at him. Towns was just beeline into, I don't know where he's trying to go. Pritchard pulls up a 3. Could at least get a hand in his face. Towns takes a 3rd step. That's going to be a travel. And the Knicks give up the ball yet again. Knicks right now having a struggle to start this third quarter. 66-57, 9-point lead for Boston. Brunson trying to lock up defensively here, but Peyton Pritchard has him right where he wants him. Pritchard extends the lead to 11, 68-57. The referee is calling something here. Not entirely sure what's going on. I think Hart has some blood. So the referee is calling their own time to get him cleaned up. Yeah, Hart with blood. Look at Towns. I don't know. What are you looking at? Again, it sounds nitpicky, but like he's beelining just looking at, like, you got to, when you're on a break defensively, you got to pay attention to whatever player's close to you. I don't care if it's your man or not. You stand in front of him, and then when you see the person who's guarding him, he steps up, takes him, then you step back to where you got to go. But he's just beelining, looking at nothing. Gave up the throw. I don't know, bro. It sounds nitpicky, but I'm sorry. That's the kind of stuff that my coach used to get mad about, man. Peace and love, bro. Peace and love. That wasn't a travel, though. Yeah, it was his third step, huh? You know. Anyways, Knicks just need to lock in and get back to what we saw in that first quarter, turn this thing around. This game is far from over. It has been the Jaylen Brown show. Got to find their groove. See, what would be the easiest way to get Cat easy buckets? Easy. You set a pick and roll to the point where he has, what's it called, the mismatch on him on the block. You feed him in the block and let Cat go to work. Most likely, you're trying to get him on Pritchard, trying to get him on Jordan Walsh, and then just let him cook in the block. And then when they figure that out and the double team starts to make their way over, then that's when another player gets open. It's really not that hard. 57-68 to score. 11-point game for the Boston Celtics. Towns finding Brunson. Brunson picked up by White. Brunson on the drive. Brunson with the floater. That one's going to be short. Rebounded by Towns. Towns going right back up. He's blocked by Jordan Walsh. Here comes Brown, picked up by Bridges. I think the adjustment was finally made. So now Bridges with the assignment on Brown. Remember, Bridges did a great job against Brandon Ingram. Bridges trying to go for the block there. No good, but they do force a miss. One man to beat. Sidestep. Bridges goes up with it. Gets the roll. And Mikal Bridges doing a little bit of everything here for the New York Knicks to try and give us some life. But now Bridges back over on White. Hart picking up Brown. Good switch. Brunson on White. Keeping an eye on the Jaylen Brown matchup. Brunson there, or Bridges there to help out Brunson. Good slide over to Pritchard. 3-ball from White. Pritchard taking out Brunson. That bucket shouldn't count. Yeah, it's a charge. I don't know what Pritchard rolling into Brunson. So that 3-ball will not count. Let me see that one more time. Yeah, he just runs right into him. Bridges there's no push by Bridges or anything. He was trying to set his screen. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if he was trying to set his screen. I don't know what he was going for there, but just absolutely trucks Jaylen Brunson. It's almost as if his brain had shut down and just was stuck running forward. That is definitely the right call. They're going to review it. I don't know what's there to review. But Brunson's trying to get back up, and he just decks him. Cyber Chaos, glad to see you. HC guys, sorry I'm real late. Oh, lost you. Well, there goes the chat. I took a header in my driveway, and I remembered my own name an hour ago. LMAO. Cyber Chaos, go, please, take care of your damn self, man. Please take care of yourself. B-Mill said that trail 3, Cat gave up CK, and the last 3 Cat took. It was strong, but he was still in his release stance, not going for the rebound. He was sitting there holding it as a big, right? Anyways, referees reviewed the call. I'm not even listening to the conversation because it's clearly a foul. It was the right call. I don't know what happened there with with Pritchard, But the Knicks get the ball, rightfully so. Brunson, what a move. My God, the stutter step gets him the space. Lefty layup goes down for JB. 7-point game. 7:45 remains in this third quarter. Derek White giving himself some space. Header going against Towns. Towns looking at him playing active, forcing him to pass it out. And here go the Knicks. 5 seconds remain on the shot clock. White's going to have to force one up. That's no good, but Towns can't get back. How did Keta get there so much faster than Towns? Towns had the mismatch. He was in the right position, excuse me. Oh, the little things, the boneheaded plays. Brunson off the dribble. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson faking it. Takes the 3 ball. I like that shot. Bridges gets it. Sends it right back to Deuce. Deuce. We would love to see him get more active here offensively. Speaking of active, oh my God, what a move by Bridges. Sidesteps, cuts the lead back to 7. And the Knicks need to get rid of some of these mental mistakes here in this third quarter. And we would be right back in this game. Towns fell asleep there. You saw them. They had to force up a 3. So in theory, you got to be down there ready for the rebound. But Towns just watches Keta run right past him and gets the layup and the putback. Just boneheaded move after boneheaded move from the big bodega. And I'm telling you, it's all mental, man. All of it is mental. All of it is mental. Cat doesn't box out. Checking in from ATL. Appreciate you, Kush. Knicks need to get angry. Ha! I need JB to be a little bit more vocal with Cat. Ha! Any more funny takes? Any more comedic takes? Paul GM, CK, I'm here. It's time for a Knick run. Amen. They weren't reviewing the call. They were reviewing whether the shot was out of. Got it. And it was not, right? Because I saw that the lead did not change. Second putback dunk. LOL. Jesus Christ. I don't like this nice nonverbal JB. That's who he is, man. Remember, Melo was similar, man. Melo wasn't one to show verbal frustration on the floor, and JB very similar in that stance. Cat working for Vegas tonight. Big bodega, more like mini mart. Damn. The big bodega. CK said, "Ha!" I look, man. Great takes, just not happening. You know what I mean? Those things aren't things that are gonna happen. They ain't not happening, bro. I keep saying this. It's way too easy to throw Cat off his game. JB is stoic. He is the opposite of ballerina Cat. Not enough ball movement to start the third. Honestly, I'm okay with the ball movement. To me, it's the little mental mistakes that the Knicks are making defensively. Because, like I said, right now, outside of Brown, I know we saw Pritchard make a 3. But outside of Brown, there's not really an offensive threat over there. So when we force them to shoot at the end of a shot clock or force them to shoot shots that they're not comfortable taking, we should not be giving them second opportunities. And we saw that happen several times in, 6 minutes of play? So, to me, it's the defensive end. Offensively, I think we're doing fine. I'm not worried about it. Brunson, I think, is taking smart shots. We saw Mikal Bridges has been active. I like what Mikal's doing. I would like to see a little bit more Deuce. But to me, it is the boneheadedness defensively that got me a little frustrated to start off this third. Cat's defense on the 3 is terrible right now. You could have gone ahead and take out that right now out. But good point. Either way, S6. Totally agree. 6, yeah. Cat is mentally soft like the New York Giants defense. Gotcha. This team is blowing goodwill about what? B. Peter. Foul, ref. Foul. I'll be okay, CK, but the bigger question is, I was already damaged in the head being a Jets and Mets fan since 85. What more damage can I do? Yo, good joke, but please take care of yourself. As Jaylen Brown skips by Hart for the layup. Again, he is the one that's going to be killing us, so got to be ready for those. Throw an extra man if need be on those takes, but that's the guy that's going to go after us. Deuce firing from 3. Golly. I don't know about y'all, but every time Deuce McBride pulls a 3, it looks good. It just looks like it's going down. Don't look short, don't look left, don't look right. You can just tell with Deuce because he has such stable balance as Minot firing from 3. He already hit a corner 3 before. The others now trying to help out Jaylen Brown. But he has such a stable base on his shot. It just looks good from the moment he lets it go, bro. McBride over to Brunson. Brunson looking for a screen here. The starting 5 still out there for the Knicks as the Celtics mix things up a little bit. Brunson, good extra pass. That one looks short, and it is short from McBride. After that praise I gave McBride, his next 3 looks short before it even hit the rim. 2 is up and good. Jaylen Brown is just cooking the New York Knicks in this one. Already at 30 points for the game. Bridges now picked up by Brown, looking for an open man. Brunson picked up by Minot. He has 4 players in front of him. He's going to look to shoot. No, he's going to find Deuce. Deuce, good stutter step. Free throw pull. Can't get it to fall. And rebounded by the Celtics. Knicks struggling right now. Do not look like the same confident team we saw in the first. Brown pulling up right over Bridges. Bridges all by himself. No one sees him. Brunson now, extra pass to Bridges. Bridges the 3 ball. And Mikal Bridges keeping us alive in this third quarter. It has been a lot of empty possessions, but Bridges absolutely balling in this third quarter. But we need the rest of the Knicks to follow suit. Derek White now guarded by Mikal. Mikal stepping up, trying to get through the Gonzalez screen, and White shoots right over Brunson like he wasn't even there. 3 ball gifted right back to the Celtics. 69, nice, to 80. Back over to Bridges. Bridges wants back-to-back 3s, and Bridges will get back-to-back 3s. Can't trade buckets here, though. We got to get a stop defensively. As I mentioned, I'm not really as worried offensively about us. We're almost tied in the quarter with them. It's 20-22 in points here. The defense is where we're making dumb mistakes. Like right there, we just gave up a second opportunity. Brown shooting a fadeaway jumper and scores. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the little mental mistakes that I'm talking about with the New York Knicks. When we do finally get a stop, we're giving them another opportunity to score. Mikal Bridges is holding it down for us offensively, but defense across the board, maybe not across the board. We know who to point the finger at least in 2 occasions. But, yeah, Knicks need to get the mental mistakes out of the way defensively to give us a shot to get back in this game. But Mikal Bridges holding it down offensively. Shout out to, we got 400 in the building. Here on YouTube, we appreciate you guys, man. SCM said, I wish I had a beep sound effect. He said, beep, beep, beep is just pissing me off. And I love how you put in towns, in quotes, towns. Oh, man. What you should have done, you should have put a hyphen between the last 2 bleeps. That would have been funny. Cat is mentally soft like the, I already read that. Face says, rarely see CK ahead of the scoreboard. Am I ahead of the scoreboard? Look at us. Look at us, man. Look at us. And it's not even a league pass game. Look at us, man. Look at us. Who would have thought? He said Bridges came to play tonight at least. Right. I'm curious, though, why Brown is not sticking Bridges on Jaylen Brown. There's been a few possessions he goes over there, but then his main assignment has been White. I wonder if Mike Brown is going with the mentality of, you know what, let Brown continue to be the scorer. Don't let Derek White find his groove, because Derek White, we know, is a solid shooter. He only has 12 points here tonight, 5 for 10 shooting, 2 for 7 from the field. You know, again, that's the Bridges effect over there. So I wonder if there's a worry that you then take him off of White, put him on Brown, slow him down, but then White starts hitting those timely 3s that we know he can hit. So I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm curious what the thought process is there defensively. I almost would be But then you unleash Peyton Pritchard, so that's why you have Deuce on Peyton Pritchard. Interesting. It's tough. It's chess, man. It's chess. I'm just curious in the thought process of Mike Brown right now, but Knicks right now got to lock in defensively. Knicks need to be ahead of the bar defensively. 10-point game, 72-82. Got to get those stops, and we got to limit the second chance buckets, man. GOT, see, I'm with you, man. I agree with you. GOT said, nah, I would rather someone else beat me, CK. These buckets are coming way too easy for Brown. I agree. And that's how I feel. I completely agree with that. So that's why I would much rather take my chances putting Bridges on Brown. Put Deuce on White. And, Brunson try his best against Pritchard. Or Hart on Pritchard. I don't know. We'll see. Can we see Diawara? We did get a few Diawara minutes earlier on. I don't know if we're going to see too much Diawara. Eddie Marr said Cat is built for New York. I don't know if many people will agree with you, Eddie Marr. Careful now, player. I don't know why you aren't doubling off of Hugo or Walsh. That's another good point, too. Anyways, let's see. There's 3:40 left. A lot of game here. Towns now gets the feed with Gonzalez on him. Every Celtic player around him, and all of a sudden, Towns looking like a superhuman down there, scoring with 4 Celtics around him. Back to an 8-point game. Knicks need to get a stop here. Anthony Simons trying to find his groove, and he won't. Good defense there from Bridges, and the Knicks actually get the rebound. Here we go, Brunson. I would have kept going. I don't know why Brunson slowed down. I would have attacked the paint there, trying to feed Towns. Towns picked up by Brown. Double team on the way. Towns not worried about it. He pump fakes. Oh, he misses everything. Got to use the backboard. Not sure what Towns was going for there. White finding some room. Great defense until Gonzalez gets left for the 3, but that one no good. Gonzalez, an up and down shooter. It's his rookie season. Deuce McBride gets it to a trailing Towns, and Towns gets cute with the layup. And here come the Knicks. All it takes is a few stops. This is what I'm talking about. Get a stop and rebound. Floater there for Simons. Simons trying to get the easy ones. And here comes big Mitchell Robinson. He could definitely be used around this time. Screen set from Deuce. Brunson picked up by White. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges short on that 3 ball. And here comes the rebound, and the Celtics looking to extend it back to 10. Jaylen Brown back out to Anthony Simons. Good defense here from Jordan Clarkson. And what is this call? Oh, Deuce is going to get the foul. Not sure if Deuce pushed him here. I missed it. But look at this move from Cat. Is this the one? No, this is the one where he was double teamed. There was oh, Lord. That's the one. That's the miss. I thought they were going to show the one he made, but here goes Towns going down the lane. You could have made the argument there might have been a foul there, but we move. Excellent Mikel defense on Brown. CK, you saw that? We're not crazy. Yeah, well. I need Towns to drop. I love how you keep bleeping about. I need Towns to drop a 60-point triple-double next game, or else I'm instantly shipping him to Milwaukee. Those are my demands. But yeah, paying attention to it now. Brown still picked up by Hart as Bridges checks out. Interesting time for that sub. Brown gets the space that he wants between him and Hart. Brunson trying to step up to the plate. Brown gets the floater. And it's just too easy for Jaylen Brown in this game, taking advantage of our lack of height. And now with Bridges out of the game, it's going to be interesting. Not even just Bridges. Oh, blocked by Minot is Jalen Brunson. But not just Bridges. You took Deuce out the game too. So curious where the defense is going to come from, because in my opinion, I feel like that's what is needed more here from the Knicks. Jaylen Brown picked up by Mitchell Robinson, trying to clear the floor. Mitchell Robinson trying not to dance with him a little too well. And Jaylen Brown got what he wanted. Brown is going for a 50-piece tonight. Already at 37, 15 points in this quarter alone. Brown could end the quarter with 40. He wants a 50-piece in this one. Brunson now on the other side of things, not having the greatest night as he just gives the ball away to White. Derek White back out, but he's blocked. No, he's not. It floats into the... Mike Brown is yelling at them to stay. No one stayed. It's too late. This is getting ugly. Yeah, I don't understand the substitutions that were made at the time that they were made. Kolek finding Hart. Hart back out to Kolek. Kolek firing from three. That one in and out. And Hart can't even corral it. Just gives it away to Hauser. New York Knicks on bonehead mode. And the Celtics crowd loving this. Celtics feel a type of way when it comes to our New York Knicks, and rightfully so. I understand it. Jaylen Brown finding White. White with so much space and just nails the three. What are we doing, folks? Derek White, it doesn't matter if he is 2 for 11, 2 for 15. You give him space, he's making that shot. New York Knicks struggling. And that is the worst way to close out that quarter. And look, man, I say it again. You know, Mike Brown, I don't understand that decision to take out Bridges. You might as well have just played him at least to the end of the quarter, because the minute Bridges and Deuce get taken out of the game, the floodgates went up. The offense just in bunches for Boston, scoring right over Brunson and scoring right around Hart. It's an interesting choice. I would have kept those two in at least to close out the quarter. But man, oh man. Chat right now in overreaction mode, but rightfully so, as the Knicks don't want it. B Mill said, hi, it's me again. Sincerely, third quarter of doom. Yep. New York Knicks get outscored mightily in the third quarter, 36-24. Knicks going to need Jesus here in this fourth quarter to cut back into this lead and hopefully take the lead. But man, if this is how we're going to look, if this is what the definition of our fight back is going to be, Celtics might even the playing field at 1-1 for the season series. Ties $2 Super bringing up a great point. Worst road team in the association. He is talking about our New York Knicks. Bad overall night, yeah. Bad coaching, bad lineup. Just some interesting decisions. Players still got to do their part. I don't think they're doing that. Okay, rest them. We okay tomorrow anyway. Right. 14-point lead into an 18-point deficit. Truly fascinating stuff. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. These first few minutes in this fourth quarter are going to be the most important. This is where you got to set the tone as the New York Knicks. Which version of the New York Knicks are you going to show? Are we just going to play through just lull our way through this fourth quarter and hope for the best? Or are we going to strike early and aggressive and see if there's a chance that we make a comeback? All that, I'm going to get all I need to know about the end of this game in these beginning moments of the fourth quarter. Let's see. But we got about 500 in the building rocking with us on this play-by-play. Shout out to you guys here on YouTube. Shout out to you over on Twitch. Also, shout out to you if you are viewing on Facebook and Twitter. We appreciate your viewership across the board. Yeah, man. Interesting stuff, bro. Interesting. Why are they freezing McBride out, the hottest shooter? I don't know, bro. It is weird, right? we just seem like we're just scrambling and trying to do anything and everything that don't work. JB sleepwalking is what NYCB Ball says. Yeah. The one, what's up, bro? He said it's when Mike Brown takes out Brunson to start the second quarter and let Towns stay out there. The Knicks play bad every time. That's why the second is the killer. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I said, like, I feel like in that second quarter, you got to keep a Bridges out there with him. I know he had Towns and Hart, but I think you need more than that. I think you got to have Towns and Bridges out there if Brunson's going to sit. But we'll see. Anyways, fourth quarter now. We'll see what happens. An interesting lineup here again. Kolek is out there. Good block there from Towns. Sending it to Kolek. Nobody running up the floor right now. Just Kolek finding Hart. Hart has been quiet since his strong first quarter. Towns with the drive. Towns out to Kolek. 11 seconds remain. Kolek trying to get cute. Nice little handoff to Towns, and Towns will get the finish, giving Kolek the assist. 16-point game. Knicks got to chip away, but like I said, we're going to learn everything we need to know about the Knicks' hopes in a comeback here in these first few minutes. Towns with 20 points off of 16 shots. Gonzalez left wide open. Mitch tried to get to him. Instead, Gonzalez beats him off the dribble. Trading baskets yet again are the New York Knicks. Tyler Kolek picked up by Pritchard. Kolek back to Robinson. Robinson back to Kolek. Kolek back to Clarkson. Kolek getting really active, but you're seeing the defense here against them. Hart going over to Towns. Towns for three, and a big three by the big bodega. All right. Cut it down to 15. Can't get in the trading baskets business. But it looks like that might be what we're going to do. Gonzalez left wide open. That one no good. Quetta fighting for it, but that's going to be Knicks ball. And let's see if the Knicks can continue to chip away. Just chip away. All we need to do. Not going to get it all at once. Chip away. Kolek back out to Clarkson. Clarkson firing from three. Gets the bank and the foul. Jordan Clarkson. And one and a 4-point play. Clarkson has been shooting abysmal numbers from three in the last few nights. But that time gets it to fall. To me, it looks like a normal shot. He's getting it off of the move. Yeah. They might challenge this, but there's not much to challenge. Clarkson to the line to cut the lead down to 11. SCM said, okay, hold up. And Clarkson with the 4-point play. Knicks, again, chipping away. This is the lineup. This is the time to do it. No Brown, no White. You got to strike now. Anthony Simons picked up by Towns. Simons finding Pritchard. Pritchard shooting it over Kolek, missing everything. And the Knicks will get the ball back. Knicks now have an opportunity to cut this to a single-digit game. Now is the time, chat. Screen set from Mitchell Robinson. Kolek on the drive. Kolek drawing some contact. No foul call, but what a floater. Again, Kolek dipping into the Jalen Brunson bag of tricks. And a timeout called, and the Knicks bring an 18-point game down to 9. Great effort by the New York Knicks. Christopher Blake making our way back. Chip, chip, chip. Amen. Here we go. What did I say, chat? What did I say? We were going to learn all we needed to learn in these first few minutes from the Knicks. And what are we learning? That we're still going to fight. Great opening minutes. I expect Mazzulla to probably go back to either White or Brown here after this timeout. But the Knicks right now heating up. I like the confidence by Tyler Kolek with the ball in his hands. SZM said another big comeback in Boston? Don't remind me. Tyler, the creator. Yeah, I like what Tyler's doing, man. Got gypped out of a foul, but we here. Show that resilience. Amen, S6. Do not wait too long to bring JB and Deuce back. See, the great has spoken. Shout out to you. Yeah. Where we at? I would say the 8-minute mark at 9:39. I think I roll back out with this same 5. I don't change anything yet. But yeah, at that 8-minute mark, 8:30, somewhere in there, that's where you gotta look to get Brunson back in the game. But right now, no, I'm not changing anything with the 5 that we have on the floor. GOT said, damn, Cap only have 11 points. Yeah, not the best night for him tonight. 11 points off of 14 shots. Great play-by-play by CK as always. Appreciate you, Slap-a-mo. Cindy said, this is the lineup. Yeah, I'm keeping them out there for right now. 8:30, 8-minute mark. That's when I start making that look to go to Brunson, depending if it's needed. Definitely want Bridges and Deuce out there too sooner rather than later. But I want to see what Mazzulla does. Where we at? We're at 9:39. I think Mazzulla brings out Derek White. I don't know if he goes Brown yet. There's a possibility he could go Brown right now. But I think he for sure brings out Derek White right now just to, get them one of their shooters back out there because they only had Pritchard out there and Anthony Simons has been so back and forth this year and right now not having the greatest game. So I think White checks in or Brown or both. We'll see what Mazzulla does. Hell yeah, see guys, second that. You killing as always, my brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. So I'm looking at the 5 here, and the Knicks are keeping their 5 as expected. And it looks like so is Boston. Okay. Not overreacting is Joe Mazzulla. Okay. So same 5s for both sides. And I'm not going to complain about that. Hauser's still out there. Pritchard, Quetta, Gonzalez, and Simons. So he's letting them keep it going. The Knicks now on the same side. Hauser firing from 3, and man, that dude makes the 3 ball at a high clip. Sigh of relief in Boston after that 3 ball. 12-point game. Knicks cutting into it, but they need to get these stops. Kolek with a nice move. Gets a wide open Hart. Hart needs to make those. And here comes the Celtics going the other way. 8:50. Simons for 3. That's no good. No one there for the rebound besides Hauser. He throws it up. Hart with the great tip over to get it, but leaving the Celtics with 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're seeing White get, that's mine not getting ready to check in. Simons with the terrible miss there. Knicks need to score on this possession. Back out to Towns. Towns picked up by Gonzalez. Goes right at him. What the wide crossover stolen by the Celtics. Sidestep by Simons and 1. And the Boston Celtics withstand the fight back from the New York Knicks, at least temporarily. Yep, I'm looking at getting Brunson, Deuce, and Bridges in right now. Right now. Right now. Michael Sanchez said Cat gave up a 3, then a turnover.
Tragic. Tragic.
SCM. Knicks have to score this possession, but Cat has the ball. Yeah. Oh, boy. Simons making the free throw and right on cue. I asked and I received. Brunson, Deuce, Bridges, all in the game, leaving Clarkson and Mitch out there. I'm kind of okay with this 5. Bridges with the lead pass to Brunson. Got to see what Brunson can do here in these final moments. That one no good. Mitchell Robinson trying to fight for the rebound. Instead, it's Gonzalez who gets it. Pritchard dribbling up the floor. Might not the only change for Boston. Still no Brown, still no White. They can see how long they can get rest because the others right now getting the job done regardless. Rebounded by Mikal. Mikal holding on to it. Mikal looking for the screen. Mikal finding Clarkson. Clarkson on the drive. Clarkson has options. He has a wide open Brunson. Brunson doesn't take it. Bridges will, though, with the smaller defender in front of him. Bridges not scared of the moment. Shot goes down. Much needed there. Back to a 12-point game. Bridges with 21 here tonight. 8 for 12. Godly, his efficiency is insane this year. 3-ball no good, though, by Simons. Bridges with the rebound. Bridges now picked up by Gonzalez. Steps right into another 3. There's a foul there, and Bridges is going to get 3 free throws. Almost made that 3 there, but hits the left rim. Gonzalez on the wrong side of the play. He's hurting a little bit. But more importantly, Bridges steps right into it. Gonzalez steps in. Oh, yeah. Right into his landing space. 3 free throws for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges been the dominant force of this second half for the New York Knicks on both sides of the floor. And now Bridges has an opportunity here to cut this to 9 points if he makes all 3 free throws. But I think they're going to review the foul call. Yeah, they are reviewing for flagrant. I thought they were reviewing it in general if it's a foul or not. No, they're reviewing to see if it's flagrant, as they should, because the landing zone, I don't think it will be, for the mere fact that Bridges was shooting in transition. So there's slight movement. He still was in his landing zone, but because Bridges was moving, I don't think it will be a flagrant. I will take a flagrant foul, though. But I don't think they'll go flagrant. Typical Wasabi said, I need 2 boards from Hart and Carl Anthony 2 points. You think we will get that? You will definitely get 2 boards from Hart. Actually, I can't even say definitely. I can't even say it. There's a possibility, Typical. I'm going to be honest with you. The way this game is going right now, I can't even guarantee you either of those stats that you're looking for, but Godspeed, player. KG said, not enough, CK. Oh, they do! Oh, I'll take it. They will upgrade it to a flagrant. I'm not mad at it. I thought because it was in transition, they wouldn't do it, but nah. Landing zone is a landing zone. See, this is another one of those calls that I feel like they call inconsistently. I'm not going to be mad at it. So 4. So Bridges is going to get 4 free throws here, right? Or no? Wait, with the flavor. So do we get possession after this? Yeah, we get possession back, right? So we can get Bridges making the free throw, dapping up all the invisible players around him. How does this work? Am I dumb? So he gets 3 free throws and they get possession back? I'm here for it, bro. Knocks both free throws down. Shout out to the 77 $2 super said, dear Nico Harrison, go to the Bucks, please. We need you. Yes. We need you to make one more wonderful trade as Bridges knocks down all 3 free throws. That's called clutch, ladies and gentlemen. And the Knicks do okay. All right. Look at CK not knowing his own rules. I like it. I like it. Bridges nailing all 3 free throws, getting an opportunity here. They could have as much as a 6-point play here if the Knicks play this correctly. But I'll just take any kind of points. Towns checks back into the game. So we have Towns, Clarkson, Brunson, Bridges, and Deuce. Not quite the starters. Hart still on the bench. Brunson, picked up by Gonzalez. He likes this matchup. Gets the spin, gets the take. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Should be an and 1, and it will be. And we might actually get that 6-point swing that we're looking for. Just need Towns to seal the deal. Brunson coming up short on the rebound, or the layup. But Towns does a great job sunning, if you will, Josh Minot there on that play. Big free throw coming up from Towns, and the Knicks, man, looking to recreate some magic in Boston. Free throw down, and the New York Knicks come away with a 6-point play. 9-0 run for the Knicks in the last minute. Bridges has been vital for this team here in these final moments. Bridges with the double team. Great help there from Deuce. The Deuce-Bridges combo defensively, almost getting the ball back. White has to force it up. It's way short. And look at the effort here from Deuce and Bridges. Knicks now have an opportunity. A big shot here. Bridges firing away. He's feeling it and gets another one. Mikal Bridges taking the Knicks home, trying to get this win, get the lead back. Let's go. Big quarter for one Mikal Bridges, resulting in he was the big part of the 6-point swing. Makes all 3 free throws. Towns gets the and one. Then on the other side, a 3-ball without even thinking about it. Nails it. And Mikal Bridges on a tear. Efficiency through the roof. And what I really loved, it wasn't the sexiest of the plays, but that play there between Deuce and Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges up there helping on the weak side for Jalen Brunson, defending Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown then has to force a pass. Deuce is paying attention to that, almost gets the steal for a fast break score, but they're able to corral it. Derek White is. That play right there leading to Derek White having to heave up a shot. That play right there is exactly what we're looking for when we're talking about the team defense from these guys and the effect of Deuce McBride being in that starting lineup. I really love what Mikal and Deuce did there. Turned into another bucket. As ZM said, send them another pick. Have them. Have them. 3-point game. Mikal Bridges trying to lead the comeback. This is a fight. Resilience. New York Knicks basketball, Andres, indeed. We need everybody to buy in. Mikal is bought in. Need everyone else to follow suit. Want Bridges top in the all-star voting. You already know I'm voting him in, bro. If I can vote him 5 times, I'm doing it. Why Brunson can't Why Brunson can't make pick and rolls with Cat? Something happened with them. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Since the trade last year, you thought that would be like in their bag. You think that would be a consistent play between the two, the pick and roll. Now, I gave them last year because they had to build the chemistry, but here in year 2 of them being together and they still don't even remotely try it, it's odd to me, man. It's odd to me. But that's a question for another day. That's a conversation for another day. Right now, I need our New York Knicks to lock the F in. See, let's hope Cat doesn't mess it up, man. I don't trust Cat. Let's hope not. But could it be a pump fake by the Knicks in CK voice? Don't do that. Don't fake Knicks comebacks. No, it ain't a pump fake. This is a real comeback. Come on, Knicks. Come on. Can we just love this team and root for our guys? We do above the rim. We do. And here we are. What a game. This could be the perfect Knicks sandwich, if you will, because the Knicks started off the game hot. The Celtics ran the game throughout the majority. And if the Knicks can make this comeback and get a dub and give Celtics fans another nightmare to remember led by Mikal Bridges, this would be a phenomenal story for our young season, especially for what's arguably the worst team on the road. So here we are. Mike Brown now is staying confidently with Bridges guarding Brown. My knot is killing the Knicks from that corner 3-ball. Not sure why he was so open on the corner because no one that was guarding him was a part of any of that defensive action. But anyways, Brunson tiptoes down the lane, gets the layup, 4-point game. Knicks looking to get a stop here. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I like this 5. We probably still might get some hard minutes, but I'm cool with us closing with this 5, having Clarkson in the lineup, because we could use an enigmatic Clarkson, my not firing from above the arc. That one no good, but Brunson just allowing Walsh to get another putback. Sorry, I'm making comments, but then trying to call the game. I'm all over the place. I apologize, chat. Let's lock into this game. 101-107. Brunson giving up a 2-ball there. Clarkson back to Brunson. Brunson picked up by Minot, gets all the space, but Brunson just throwing it all over the floor. Not his night in the closing minutes. It was a beautiful step to get the space. Clarkson gets lost in the sauce. Brown throws up some nonsense, and there goes Walsh again. Same thing. He can't be stopped. Jordan Walsh is out there out hustling the New York Knicks, and everything that is being built is slowly being torn back down. Minot and Walsh taking the Celtics home. Crazy how Mikal Bridges having such a dominant run and on 2 possessions straight don't even look his way. Not even a little bit. Marcus Miller said, now the fake comeback, people can smile, CK. Ugh, it's still too soon. We're good. Oh, my goodness, bro. Yo, Cat is big for nothing. JB got to just drive or kick. Yeah, man. I'm not even mad at that 3-ball he took. It's just not his night. That's a status quo. That's a status quo three ball from Brunson. Sidestep, got all the space in the world, just could not hit it. So, you know. We doubling 5 players in the paint but can't box out. Tough, man. All right, well, the Celtics, they struck back as we expected them to do. How do the Knicks respond? How do the Knicks respond? Jordan Walsh, look at him. He is saving. He is doing all of the right plays. Stats don't do him justice, even though he's 3 for 3 from the field. All the big plays to keep the Celtics in this. Now Brunson, again, doing a lot of ball stopping. Here comes the starting 5 back out there. Bridges with the ball at the top. Looking to go to him in the final stretch. Bridges out to Deuce. Great kick. Oh, but Deuce can't get the fall. Towns fine for the rebound, and he'll get it. Brunson with the... No, we don't need that. Not the right pass. 2 defenders were there. It was predictable. And after the second chance opportunity, we throw it away. Now the Celtics can extend this lead to double digits here. Deuce doing everything he can on Brown. White left wide open. It's short, and look who gets the rebound again. Jordan Walsh. I'm going to have Jordan Walsh nightmares, but thank God Derek White turns the ball over on the baseline. Lord have mercy. Hart now bringing the ball up the court. Hart finding Bridges. Bridges doing a good job trying to get the shots that we're looking for. I like that find of Deuce McBride. I don't know what that was there. I think he was trying to go for a rat pass, but the Knicks are all over the place, and Towns gets a big dunk and a foul. So that ugly play turned into a 3-point play quick and in a hurry. Bridges a little arid with the pass to an open Hart, but it turns into, see what Bridges was going for here. You saw them collapse. Oh, that's just good defense from Derek White. Never mind. He read that. Great defense from White there. Knicks got away with one. That could have definitely been out of bounds, but it will not matter. Oh, or maybe it will matter. I think they're reviewing it. Can you still review that? There was a whole scoring play after the fact. Can that still be overturned? They missed it. They're challenging. Okay, I was gonna say you can't overturn that. So they're challenging the dunk. They're challenging the foul on the dunk. Nah, that's a foul, man. Let it be, bro. We move. No, they're challenging. The Celtics are the ones challenging. They're challenging that there was no foul on that dunk. Nah, there's contact there. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And one. Leave it alone. And one. We move. The fact that Cat is going up, and look. No, he's definitely, that's contact. Come on, man. What we doing? Move on. And one. Free throws, please. What we talking about? Let's go. Ain't nothing to talk about. Let's go. We move. That's a foul. Free throw, please. Shout out to the 500 in the building right now. Knicks trying to complete the comeback and hopefully a victory here. Karl Anthony Towns, a big dunk, but now they're trying to talk. So, yeah, that call, it will stand. The challenge is unsuccessful. And Towns will get his free throw to cut the lead down to 5. The Quantillery said, I want the win. Family Show Boston. We own TD Garden. Talk your talk, Daquan. Talk your talk. Joe Mazzulla's mad about something. Chatting up with the people in the first row. Anybody that can hear him that disagrees that call was correct. Towns laces the free throw, solidifying that it's the right call. And now here's where defense is going to be key. Bridges tight on Brown. Deuce tight on Derek White. It's funny. It's almost as if a certain somebody had said that we should have been doing this since the third quarter, but I digress. Knicks switching on everything. Bridges shouldn't have fallen for the fake. That one hurts. Bridges falling for that pump fake led to the open three by Derek White. The Celtics are doing just enough to hold on. If we can't get these stops, this one is all but over. Brunson passes it over to Hart. Hart thought about it. Hart to Towns, double team there. Towns scoop pass to Brunson to Hart. Hart draws the contact, and the Knicks right now, the hustle plays. Like I said, offense is not an issue for New York right now. Got to, and I mean got to, get these stops. Bridges shouldn't have fallen for that pump there. And White makes them pay, but on the other side, I ain't gonna lie. The foul on my is not the right call, but we'll take them. We'll take them. Hart, 18.6 rebounds and makes the free throw. Back to a 5-point game. Defense is key. There's still so much time, too. 3:05 remain in this game. A lot of time. But Knicks need to get stops. Somehow Bridges ends up behind Brown, but gets right back where he's supposed to be. Bridges gets the block, but they call the foul before anything could even break down. So I don't even think that should be a shooting foul, personally. That should be on the ground. They called that. They whistled that before he even went for the shot. They're just two guys defending each other. If there's a foul, it should be on the ground. But no, Brown is going to go to the line for 2. Interesting call there. Brown makes the first one. Terrific, man. Pause. No hair dye tonight. Oh, their hair dye might be on. We just can't see it. We helping them out with our black jersey. We've been talking about it all night. Chat wants the Knicks to challenge that. Nah. My only retort is that I don't think he should get free throws. That should have been a foul on the ground, if anything. But what do I know? Brown splitting the free throws. Ball don't lie. We move. 6-point game within reach. Can the Knicks get the job done? Brunson still heavy dribbling. Oh, Bridges not thinking about it. Nails a huge three. Mikal Bridges off the pass on a heater tonight. 113 to 110. Bridges a 30-piece, his first 30-point game of this season. And now he is making things uncomfortable for Brown. Deuce and Bridges right now doing everything they're supposed to do. Towns falls for it. Look at Deuce. Great defensive effort, but Jordan Walsh might be the hero that no one expected for the Boston Celtics if they're able to hold on to this win. 5-point game. Brunson going for the drive. A lot of people there. Heaves it to Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson needs to continue to move the rock. Instead, he's going to throw some nonsense up and miss it. Brunson trying to force the issue, but we got to go to what is working. Not tonight, JB. Drops the shoulder. They're going to call a blocking foul. Jalen Brunson dropped the shoulder there, but Brunson might not have had right positioning. That time Brunson trusts Bridges, the one who has been hot in this second half, but then the other possession throws up some nonsense. But look at Jordan Walsh here, bro. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's close. Oh, no. He dropped the shoulder. It is what it is. We move. Anyways. And here goes Brown making the first of 2 free throws. Man. This one is going to come real close. Jaylen Brown making both free throws. Man. Running out of time. A minute 45 left. 110, 117. JB trying to get it back to Bridges. Bridges trying to get the rollover for Brunson. Brunson is just dribbling all over the place. And the ball is sticking. Brunson has to throw it up, and everything he puts up has been short. Hart fouling Derek White. Yeah, but Brunson not having a good one tonight. Everything he's throwing up is short, bro. I see what he's trying to do, trying to buy the foul there. But, yeah, man, we got to – I ain't going to lie. I'm living and dying with Mikal Bridges shooting down the stretch here. I am living and dying with Mikal Bridges shooting down the stretch here. This man is shooting 71% from the field, 70 from 3. I'm living and dying with Mikal Bridges shooting the rock. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. I understand the former clutch player of the year. I get it. But also what I appreciate about Jalen Brunson in normal circumstances, he knows when it's not his night. And tonight, I don't feel like he is reading the room very well. 119, 110. Immediately gives the ball to Bridges. But is it too little, too late? Bridges gets a whole lane to himself and dunks it down with ease. Back to a 7-point game. Knicks need a stop. 116 left on the clock. Loses the handle. Brown collects it back. Bridges and Deuce just interchangeable here defensively. Now Hart trying to help. I like this little bit of motion defense between Hart, Bridges, and Deuce. Now Brunson trying to be a part of it, but immediately gets pushed away. Derek White heaving it. That's no good. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks got to score quick here. Brunson back to Bridges. Bridges off the step. Bridges has space. Bridges another one. Bridges again. Trying to keep the Knicks' hopes alive. But is it too little too late? The Knicks not looking to foul. The Knicks should be fouling. I understand you want to try and get a stop, but this is an interesting play call here. They're not looking to foul. They're going to make them shoot, and if they score, it's over. Arid pass, and the Knicks get the turnover, so maybe it works in their favor, but the Knicks have to score quick. The Knicks have to score this one quick. Bridges gained the ball back. I almost called him Tracy McGrady. Pulls the 3 in his first missed 3 of the game. The heroics not going to come together here. 16 seconds remain, but right now there's a jump ball. So the Knicks are not done yet. It's crazy how much space they gave Mikal on that shot. If he had made that, bro, I literally almost called him Tracy McGrady. But look at the play here. We got 2 Celtics. Walsh is down. Hart has a hand on the ball. Brunson has a hand on the ball. And now Towns ain't had to make that face, though. So, yeah, jump ball is the right call. Towns is going to get rewarded the jump ball, but the referee's trying to interject. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And somehow Deuce, I guess Deuce was the first one there. So Deuce will be the one to get the jump opportunity. Keta jumping in there. They need bodies to be able to catch. So you already know the thought process here. They're just going to try and tip it to the tall man. So if I'm Towns, I'm paying attention to that. If I'm Bridges, I'm paying attention to the direction of Brown. And there's a way here, even if McBride doesn't win it, we could get the ball, but the ball's loose, and it's picked up by White. Oh, man. What do they call? Timeout is called. Eric White is upset because he felt like he was pushed down. He might have an argument, but this one might come up short for the New York Knicks. Hats off to Mikal Bridges and his late game heroics, but again, I am a Jalen Brunson fan, but at the same time, Brunson, he not happy with how he did not read the situation down the stretch. I understand your accolades as clutch player of the year last year. We know that you are the Brunson burner. We get all of that, but in a situation like tonight where you are shooting terribly, 20%, 25% from the field at that, and you have Mikal Bridges right there, who has arguably not missed a shot, at the very least, you got to give him and put him in his spots to take those shots, and we live and die with Mikal Bridges at this moment. Peace and love to Brunson. I get it, but tonight, not really happy with the decision making by the captain down the stretch. Got to at least give ourselves a shot with the guy with the hot hand, you know? But yeah, Knicks might come up short here. And this is a big loss, too. If we do end up losing this game, probably will. Down 4, we're probably going to play the free throw game. Because it's a big loss because the Knicks now, who are second in the East, could very easily drop all the way down to, I think, 6th or 5th. It's that tight right now in the Eastern Conference, but we will see. Out of all the games Brunson had to play trash in, yeah, not happy with it for sure. But here we go, inbound on the way for Hauser. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a wrap right there. Brunson waiting for the ball for the inbound. Knicks need a quick three. They're going to give it back to Brunson. Brunson's probably going to try and take it. Oh, he goes all the way. Goes up for a layup. All right. So it's a 4-point game here. Gets the inbound. Simons with nobody in front of him. Brown all alone. Brown with the dagger. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Mikal Bridges for the late game heroics. 35 points. His season high. Put up all he could. Showed a lot of grit. Showed a lot of effort. I also, we were killing them. But I got to show some love to Towns as well as he turned it around in that fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter. But the Knicks are going to come up short. Golly, look at the scoring on this team, man. Bridges, 35, Towns, 29, and then, get shots to Hart as well, but then just a lot of nothing. Can't win games like that, man. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else you want me to say. The New York Knicks unfortunately dropped this game to the Celtics. They are now 1-1 against Boston in this early season. And now the Knicks immediately look to bounce back as we play tomorrow quick and in a hurry. We play against the Charlotte Hornets. So hopefully the Knicks can bounce back with a win in that game, but nothing is guaranteed with the New York Knicks on the road. Because I'm pretty sure that one is in Charlotte, correct? Anyways, man, more importantly, man, it's a tough game, but more importantly, I appreciate all of you guys for showing love and being here for yet another play-by-play. Tough loss, but we get 2 more opportunities when it comes to the Boston Celtics, so we can still try and win this season series regardless of this outcome. Shout out to all my mods and members. We had some new members join the chat today. We appreciate you guys for that. Shout out to all the love for you guys for these play-by-plays. We'll be back to it. I'm pretty sure we'll be on my channel tomorrow, CK2K, for the bounce-back game. So I'll see you guys over there. Shout out to Christopher Blake. Shout out to Russell Whiskey, Marcus Miller, GOT, Gio Costa. Brunson had to take his own under because he didn't like himself. Marcus Miller said, nope, CK, he's cooked. You saw the game. You read the chat. Trade him for Trey is what people want. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Oh, man. All right. I'm glad I did not see the chat down the stretch. I was locked in. S6 said, worst game I've ever seen Jalen Brunson play. First time I ever felt like he might be working in Vegas. Yeah, it was awful. Absolutely awful from Jalen Brunson tonight. It's just the fact that you can't read the situation. We move. Anyways, CK, we dropped to fourth. Okay. I thought I could go down to 5. Okay, fourth. We'll take it. We'll bounce back. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Knicks versus Hornets. Bounce back game. Post game coming up next. Also, make sure you do not miss out on the opportunity to get $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings. All you have to do is bet $5, and using promo code KFTV, you will instantly get $300 in bonus bets. All right. Appreciate you guys over on KnicksFanTV. Is Mitch healthy? He don't seem like he's blocking himself. Frank, I've been saying this for a few weeks. I don't know, but we going to find out. Y'all be easy, man. Shout out to my mods and members. See you guys in the next one. I wanted this one, bro. God, I wanted this one. All right. I'm out.